It's in the 5 o'clock hour as well. Welcome to the program. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hump day.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
What's up, Jim?
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Don't forget about us on social media. It's easy there. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. And you can find everything about the program you would like to know at JimColbertLive.com. How's everybody's going? How's everybody's Wednesday so far?
Yeah, it's going. It's going.
This weather's crazy, right?
Beautiful
so cool
day.
outside.
Yeah, I ran. It was beautiful. It was so nice outside that I was like, oh, let me move these gams a wee bit.
You take your
Now,
shirt off?
Usually you're a night runner.
No,
and
not
you're
usually.
a shirtless night runner.
Yeah, shirtless night runner. But here's the deal. Does he have the right to use gams if he's going to totally reject the idea of Ragamuffin?
Good point, Jack, and I say no.
No, it's in the same exact. It's like in the same era.
Ballpark, right? Yeah.
Same era.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I think Shirtless
Gams.
Night Runner is the running title of the show today.
And your new email address.
302.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, man,
Shirtlessnightrunner at gmail.com.
Gams was used like in the 20s and 30s, see?
Yeah,
She's got a beautiful gams, see?
I had to make my gams pump up and down.
No, it doesn't work like that.
I had to pump
No.
my gams.
And then you ragged on me yesterday for saying ragamuffin, which was a perfectly apt thing to say in description of someone who is unkempt.
I wasn't denying that. I just didn't know we were trying to bring it back.
Nobody said we were bringing it back. I just used it one time.
But gams is okay to bring back.
Yeah, he's trying to bring that back. Trying to bring up the gam game.
But yeah, no, my gam game is strong.
Right. How much did you run?
2.65 miles. It wasn't the
Just
best.
shy of the 5K?
Just shy of the 5K, but I was shot. But you know what's weird? You remember how there's a homeless guy where I run?
Yeah, it's your trainer.
With a
my
broken
trainer.
clavicle.
With a broken clavicle. Ever since the whole broken clavicle thing, I've not seen him. I am worried about my homeless friend, Mike.
How would you find out who that is, by the way?
That's what I'm saying. I know his name is Mike. I know he's homeless, and I know he
Okay.
has a bone shooting out of his shoulder. But I
Okay.
want to, is there a hotline I can call?
There's probably several of the homeless shelters that you would have to call.
This has
Mike,
been
I miss you.
This has been a while, though, buddy. This whole
It's been a
shoulder thing
month.
happened to him like a month ago. I mean, the chances of finding this guy are virtually nil, unless you go down in the area and start asking other homeless people if they know him. I mean, do you really care?
I do, man. This guy always, when I took a lap, he would be like, "You got it." And I'd be like, "Thanks, man."
let me ask you something. What if you found out something happened to him? Like, what if it was the news wasn't good?
Then
That would be bad.
Then I would love to hold a memorial for me, myself, and I, because I think I'm the only one who's going to show up more than
No,
likely.
I would be there too.
For
How
Mike?
many times did you?
Yes.
How many times did you encounter Mike?
15.
Oh, so you actually had a rapport with Mike. It wasn't just like you bumped into him occasionally. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, it all started because when I looked at him, I said, "You're my good luck charm," because every time I see you, it means that I'm doing something right. And he really, I guess, needed to hear that, because he looked at me and gave me a heartfelt, "Hey, man, thanks."
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah,
How old
yeah.
is this guy?
I don't know, 50?
Oh, okay, so he's like Jack's age.
Yeah, that's one way to put that.
So he looks young.
I'll take it.
That's accurate.
Was he in good shape?
I mean, here's the thing. You don't really
He was always
see
shirtless, right?
No, but a lot of tank tops. But you
Yeah.
don't see a lot of obese homeless people. So it depends on what you call in shape. Because
Well, I mean,
was he
at-
skinny? Yes. But did he have a broken bone? Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, you knew him before the broken bone. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't. So what I'm saying is, does it look like he was using the same area you were to get in good shape, or was he just like?
No, man, he lived there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. What I'm trying to say is, does it look like he used the facilities, and was he buff?
No chance. No.
No. He was just skinny.
This guy was skinny. He wasn't doing any dips, He was just living there.
Did he look like he was on something? I don't mean to sound like an old fogey, but did he look like he was using?
So old fogey,
Yeah.
fogey, you can put with Ragamuffin and,
And
gam.
gams, absolutely.
See, I think Gams is. I think
No.
you guys are wrong there.
No,
we're not.
sorry, Gams
We're
is
not.
old.
Do not redirect. Mike needs our attention.
Yeah, Mike needs our help.
Okay, we'll find out. I don't
so,
know how to find out.
No, he was not working out. He just was a resident of this public park that I ran at.
You know what I bet? I'll bet some officers have probably had a run-in with this guy in this area because usually they do, for loitering issues, getting people calling the cops on them because they're near their yard or whatever. More than likely, there's a cop out there that knows who this guy is.
Oh,
More than likely.
Well, Mike was chill. Mike was a good guy.
Well, Mike could have just relocated. Maybe he goes north for the summer.
He's not a seagull. He's not
A snowbird.
Yeah.
He's a snowbird. Maybe he relocates in the summer, so it's because it's too brutal down here for the winter.
Homeless do it as well.
Yeah,
They
just
travel
do-
south for colder weather.
That's right.
Yeah.
They stop in Jacksonville. That's one of the big reasons Jacksonville has such a big homeless issue.
Daytona,
is because that's
yeah.
the nearest Florida city that doesn't represent 40-degree nights every night.
Texas, California, and Florida have some of the highest homeless populations because of our weather.
But now I'm in a weird spot because I want to locate
You
Mike.
miss him.
Drive around and ask people.
That's weird.
Oh,
Have you seen a homeless guy named Mike? But
With a protruding bone, I'm worried about him.
Somebody just texted in and said, we love Mike in the Lake Underhill area. He always says hi to my mom and I when we walk our dogs.
I'm telling you, dude, this guy's a legend.
I'm telling you, man, we could find this. Oh, my God. Somebody said that you can go to. That's not right.
Wait,
Well,
there
Jimmy,
a
why
thing
don't you sponsor him instead of a Little League team?
Is there a thing called bumfinder.com? God, that's not. Did I just get hammered?
Oh, please.
I don't know, but I am definitely going to check it out.
Of course you are.
It's research, Jack.
Yeah, but
Oh, it can't be reached. Oh, God, I can't believe I just said that on the air.
Not only that, I can't believe you're taking this role of Deb. Playing the part of Deborah Roberts today, Jim Colbert.
I don't know, man. I feel bad.
Okay.
He really was the closest thing to a fitness coach I've ever had.
That's so funny. That is so classic.
Funny and
man.
sad. But I really think, Jimmy, you should sponsor Mike.
I think
Mike,
that
the coach.
the listeners who know who Mike is in that area should text us back and let us know if they've seen him, because maybe Mike just isn't hanging out when you're doing your shirtless midnight run.
Maybe the shirtless part turned off Mike.
Maybe Mike thought, he was going to get assaulted.
Maybe Mike just didn't like you.
No, that's not. No.
Maybe Mike was just acting nice to you and really was annoyed by you and just chose another lake to hang out by.
Secretly hope you tripped.
No, man, this guy had good vibes, and I never saw him. I mean, let's clear up some of the stereotypes. He was never banged up. The only thing I ever saw him was rolling cigarettes.
Okay, that's fine.
Did
he carry like a bag with him everywhere or a shopping cart or something, all of his belongings?
He had his belongings. He had a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of weird satchels and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not a shopping cart or a bike or anything like that?
No shopping cart, bike, I don't think so. I don't know about a bike.
But you kind of being serious here. I mean, I'm not saying that we're not being serious about Mike, but if you knew somebody who was homeless, how would you find them?
That's
But how would you? I think what I said is pretty. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Obviously, we already have a texter that knows who it is. Somebody in that area knows the first and last name. That's all you need. If you need a last name, you can find him.
And then is he on social media? I have no idea. I just miss that guy. I miss his vibes, and this is a true statement. I would work out better with him there. Because he would legit inspire me to be like, keep going.
Did he have a beard?
Yes.
Big beard?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Last week in that area, a texter writes they met a homeless guy named Mike who said he just got out of the hospital. Big beard, very sociable.
The clavicle.
They told jokes back and forth.
So he's
Good.
there, dude. You're
So
just missing him because your schedule's all wonky.
Yeah, why don't you spend more time looking for Mike?
Go there
Why
for
not?
lunch
And bring him
before
a
you come to
Lunchable.
work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put a sign there that says, "Hey, Mike, I'm Ross," and just put the GAM guy.
Call me for a good time.
Call me for a good time, or here's my email, or do whatever. Find me. Leave your number here or something.
Because we had a connection.
And leave Jim's email for sponsorship.
I would love to talk to this guy.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm happy though
Now
that
you got to buy him a phone.
I'm happy though that he went to the hospital, if that's true, because when I tell you guys, this guy looked at me one time right when I was stretching to go run, and he was like, "Yeah, I fell," and I was thinking a scab, not a bone protruding.
Oh.
Like it was like if you looked at him head on, one side was like sticking way out.
It looked like it looked like if he sneezed, that bone is breaking flesh and shooting out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
That's
That is not good. So that's good he was in the hospital then, because they, kept him there long enough for the bone to heal, knowing that, well, not to heal completely, but knowing he's homeless.
And even then, he told me it like in kind of in a joyous way. Yeah, brother, I fell down a little boo-boo.
Got a little boo-boo.
Got a
You
little-
can see it right here. And, of course, that bone's up there even with his ear.
Yeah. It's like, it kind of looked like he had a flesh parrot on his shoulder.
And then you go,
skin parrot.
ew.
Yeah, that's my skin parrot. You want to feed it a cracker?
And by the way, just because you fools got me one time, stop sending the bum websites. I'm not falling for it again.
Nor am I.
I know.
You guys mean hobohunters.net is not real?
Hey,
It's not
apparently
real.
it only works if your bum is microchipped.
All right, 407-916-1041.
His
Deb, what's
name
coming
is
up for
Mike.
news?
Yes, his name is Mike.
And
we
he's on
want,
Bumpstagram.
and we want him to call us. All right. An Indiana coroner's office rules Vicki White's death a suicide. A Florida judge blocks Governor DeSantis's redistricting plan, and an asteroid fragment that killed off the dinosaurs
Fragment.
may have been found.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News.
You got it, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. What's the keyword for the 3 o'clock hour, guys?
I think
Spring.
Spring, SPRING. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot to win $1,000. Back with Deb's News, more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Dancing naked around your kitchen is a lot better with your best friends.
Seriously.
I mean,
Why would you encourage that?
just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Big problems continue from a crash north on 417 between OBT and the Turnpike. The left lane is still blocked, and we're looking at a parking lot out here. Avoid this area for now. Westbound travel on I-4 also very heavy between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing eastbound delays on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place. Enjoy smoothies, refreshers, hot and iced lattes, or try the new frozen coffee and frozen refreshers. Wawa is your handcrafted beverage happy place. Gotta have a Wawa.
Man, are you still in contacts or glasses? It's 2022 and time to level up your vision. The team over at the Filatowski Eye Institute use the latest state-of-the-art technology in vision correction surgery, and they're one of the leaders in vision correction surgery in Central Florida. Find out if you're a candidate today. Just text 1041 to 868686. Schedule that consultation now, and if money's a concern, don't stress. The Filatowski Eye Institute offers 24-month interest-free financing. Learn more today. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule that consultation now.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory.
Most politicians are just show ponies, but Wilton Simpson is a workhorse. Conservative, Republican, fifth-generation Floridian, Simpson's a lifelong farmer who shoots straight and gets things done, like educational and economic opportunity. As Florida's Senate president, Wilton Simpson worked side by side with Governor DeSantis. Simpson fought and won more rights for parents, more choices for kids, and was named champion for school choice. When some politicians wanted lockdowns that threatened our economy, our kids' educations, and our constitutional rights, Wilton Simpson led the charge to keep Florida free and open. Simpson's endorsed by Governor Ron DeSantis, 59 sheriffs, and President Donald Trump. Workhorse Wilton Simpson, the conservative who gets things done. Candidate, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture. Sponsored by Grow Florida.
Speeding in work zones is not a vibe. But seriously, work zone speed limits are there for everyone's safety, including yours. Respect the cone zone by slowing down, putting away your phone, and giving workers a break. Because you know that driving safely is self-care. And we love that for you and our roadway workers. We all deserve to make it home at the end of the day. Let's get everyone home safely, Florida. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Get ready for more with the new tomato pesto grilled cheese sandwich from Dunkin'. Oven roasted tomatoes and delicious pesto spread with white cheddar cheese on sourdough bread. More of the ingredients you love so you can get more out of every day. America runs on Dunkin'. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these Small Business Month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from anywhere. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to refresh your business tech with these Small Business Month specials. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
Novo Platform Inc. is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings, FA. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
You're making something new with your business. To support you, Novo built a new kind of business checking. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo is customized to your business to save you time and free up cash flow. Sign up for your free business checking account right now. Plus, our listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts at novo.co/today. novo.co/today.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and this is my client, Raphael.
I had unexpected slip and fall. You were the only guys that were willing to take it. The insurance company offered me a low ball amount. I was able to secure over 10 times that amount. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to The Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Don't forget, we do have Paul McCartney tickets today for trivia. That'll happen around 5:45. Tune in for that. And 3 opportunities for you to win $1,000 today. That just did start. It's still live. Spring is the word, SPRING. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On The Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that saint of a man, that mortgage guy, Don. All right, a coroner's office in Indiana says a former corrections officer did indeed kill herself after being on the run with an accused murderer. The manner of Vicki White's death being suicide was determined by the Vanderburgh County Coroner's Office. Vicki White fled with inmate Casey White from Alabama, no relation, but she ended up shooting herself in the head. They were caught Monday after a brief car chase.
I can't get over that they had the same last name.
I know.
That's weird. It's weird.
It's a weird coincidence of all things.
But isn't it easier if you got married to someone who has your last name?
Yeah, you get to skip the middleman.
Yeah.
You don't have to change anything, right?
Which is why I kind of suspect maybe that's why they called themselves husband and wife. Because remember, the first thing he said when officers pulled him out of the car is, "Please help my wife. She just shot herself in the head, and I didn't do it."
Right, yeah. Tag on there.
Underline, bold, italicize that last part.
Exactly. Which is why, even though she still had the gun in her hand when she was found in the vehicle Monday, they still allowed the coroner to determine if it was indeed a self-inflicted gunshot wound, or if, like Jimmy had said from the beginning, if they didn't have a pact to take themselves out, it could have been something, he was in prison serving 75 years for murder while waiting for another murder trial.
Right, yeah.
Back in the state of Florida, a state judge said today that congressional map approved by Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis and drawn by his staff is unconstitutional because it breaks up a district where black voters can choose their representatives. Leon County Circuit Court Judge Lane Smith, whom DeSantis appointed in 2020, said he would issue a formal order Thursday or Friday to keep the maps from taking effect in November's election. He also made it clear he would rule in favor of voting rights groups challenging the maps. DeSantis' spokeswoman Taryn Fenske said the governor would quickly appeal to the state Supreme Court with just a month left until qualifying for congressional seats begins. They're expecting that this could go all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. And in past decisions, the courts have decided that it's too soon to Election Day to change the maps. So that would really be the only win for the governor's office, is if they can get either Florida's high court or the nation's high court to agree. Students in Seminole County, woo, are claiming victory in a battle with school officials. Personally, I believe some school board members were listening to the Jim Colbert show yesterday afternoon before the meeting, but that's just me. Students at Lyman High School put a page in their yearbook showing students protesting the parental rights and education law that critics have dubbed Don't Say Gay, but school officials wanted to cover the photos with stickers. The principal says the photos violated school board policy, but students complained, and the school board yesterday sided with them to keep those photos uncensored. Jimmy, this is how I think they were listening, because the page will contain a sticker, though, that explains the school did not sponsor the protest. The controversy delayed plans to release the yearbook on Monday, but the books should be distributed by Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
Easy solution.
Exactly.
How about that? Outthink the problem.
Maybe before you create the problem.
But your
That's
school
the
did get
trick.
some national attention.
Yeah, I bet they love that. And Osceola County, man, yeah, I'm
Schools,
sure
not
they
so
do.
much.
Yeah, exactly. Just more Karens. It's a call to the Karens. An Osceola County man is accused of plotting to kill his ex-girlfriend with a biological toxin.
Oh, damn, he meant it.
Federal prosecutors, wait till I tell you how. Federal prosecutors announced yesterday that Kissimmee's Kevin Jones pled guilty to possessing ricin that he was allegedly going to use to kill the woman. Investigators believe he was planning to load ricin into a water gun and spray her in the face.
All right.
He was then supposedly planning to go on vacation so he would have an alibi when she died.
Wow.
The 50-year-old also pled guilty to possessing 2 firearms as a convicted felon.
Let me ask you a question. How did they find out this guy was producing ricin? Because ricin like comes from a bean or something like that, doesn't it? Some kind of like a husk
The castor
of a
bean.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know how, if he got the beans and then processed the ricin himself, or if he tried to order it maybe through a lab.
Yeah.
Ross found the recipe on the Anarchist Cookbook online, and he posted it. It's at Jim Colbert Live. So if you want to make your own ricin, you can go to our website to get the recipe.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's
Very
Jack
nice.
Bradshaw.
I think all of that was made up.
Little flag on the field there.
Yeah,
I'm going to challenge that.
Can you even spray ricin in someone's face? I know usually it's administered as a powder so that it's breathed. I don't know. I'm not up on my biologics.
And I don't know how much it takes to kill you.
I don't know.
Apparently about a water gun full, I think.
So, Ross, you didn't post it.
No, Jack.
All right,
does
all
it, what?
he was going to just test it out for us all. Draymond Green is honoring a late teammate at Michigan State with a donation, and a fairly large donation in his honor. Adrian Payne died Monday after being shot, and Green is donating $100,000. The Golden State Warriors player called on fellow big-name Michigan State folks like head basketball coach Tom Izzo to join them. Payne was killed in Orlando in an early morning shooting on Monday.
Domestic violence thing, right? He tried to intervene in a woman and a man having an argument, and they shot him.
It is so confusing because the shooter is claiming self-defense by saying that he thought Payne had a weapon, but the shooter then retreated back into a residence to get his gun and then came out. So it's so convoluted. I've been trying to follow it, but it's a convoluted story.
Saw some of the doorbell camera video and audio of his mother finding out, or and it was horrifying, man.
Back to Draymond Green calling out other Michigan State alum and faculty that they should be donating as well.
Yeah, including head coach.
That an appropriate move? It's not cool, is it?
No, it's not cool because they might not have the same relationship or any relationship or care at all. It's not fair at all to put somebody on the spot
blast publicly.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just because they went to the same school, it means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and credit to him for doing it and letting people know, and that's fine. Maybe that will encourage others, but to call people out by name.
Yeah, to say something like it'd be cool to see some other Michigan State alumni who have made it do something as well, but that's on them, or maybe not even that. I mean, just like let your thing speak for itself.
It would like me say that Jimmy ought to sponsor the Ross's homeless fitness trainer Mike.
When you're perfectly capable of doing it yourself.
Right, Jimmy should do it.
Right, you should.
That's when you say, you be you, boo. All right, gas prices are up another 4 cents across Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, AAA reports the statewide average for a gallon of regular is $4.32.
I saw $4.29 today.
Ooh, 50% increase from a year ago. The price for diesel unchanged from Tuesday and stands at an all-time high of $5.64 per gallon.
Hope it comes down by June when I have to get gas.
Come on, man. Come on.
Meanwhile, the Florida Agriculture Department is taking steps aimed at lowering soaring gas prices. Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried announced an emergency rule lifting a ban on the sale of E15 gas outside the traditional season. For those who don't know, E15 uses a 15% ethanol blend and is typically not allowed to be sold during the warmer months. Fried says her department is also trying to help drivers' dollars go further by making sure fuel pumps are accurately calibrated. While E15 is safe for many cars, reportedly fewer than 150 stations across the state offer it. And every time we've talked about E15, our texting service at 77031 lights up with one person after another saying how bad it is for your car to use.
Yeah, certain vehicles won't run it. It could be bad for them.
It's not good for small engines. That's why.
So four-cylinder, don't bother.
Well, the more like weed whackers, lawn mowers, those smaller engines, you don't want ethanol in those. And that's why Wawa sells an ethanol-free gasoline that is actually more expensive without the ethanol in it. It is a subsidy to the farmers because Iowa primaries. It's a bunch of crap.
Exactly. And other people in the texting service have agreed with that as well because they say, listen, it's generally not very good for your car. So whether it saves you however much at the pump, if it doesn't do anything good for your car, then why use it?
I learned all my liberal upbringing from the West Wing. That's where I learned about that whole ethanol pledge.
That did not work with my mom. She loved that show.
Yeah, it says E15 sold at the pump as unleaded 88. It can be used in cars from 2001 on. You can't even use that on a car that's built before 2001. Not that there's a bunch of them out there, but you just can't use it.
I don't know. When I started, my first job was pumping gas, and that's when you had leaded or unleaded. You had leaded gas, but it was a bigger pump spout, so it wouldn't fit in an unleaded car.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's...
You could feel yourself dying pumping it.
All right, the Governor's Hurricane Conference is on for the first time since 2019 in South Florida due to the pandemic. The director of the National Hurricane Center calls it, quote, incredible, end quote, to have everyone together in person again. Ken Graham says it's important to get all the people together who will take care of residents before, during, and after a storm. He says it's critical to know each other before the next disaster because it helps everybody work together if it's needed. The conference runs through Friday in West Palm Beach. Now, in addressing the crowd today, he told the crowd of emergency managers in West Palm Beach that during the last 2 hurricane seasons, there were 51 storms in the Atlantic. Woo! 16 hurricanes that have made landfall in the U.S. since just 2017. 16 hurricanes since 2017. 7 of those were major Category 3 or stronger. And again, hurricane season begins on June 1st.
Oh, there's a whomper coming our way this year. I can feel it in my bones.
What are you doing with that?
I can feel it in my bones. There's an absolute whopper coming this way this year. I got it.
What, Jesse Williams is in town?
No.
So, a new survey finds Floridians are more confident about traveling than at any time since the pandemic began. AAA says nearly 70% of our state's residents expect to take at least one trip this year. About half plan to travel this summer. Folks point to being vaccinated against COVID-19 as the top reason they feel more comfortable about traveling. However, inflation and, of course, higher gas prices are causing some to adjust their travel plans, such as driving instead of flying, taking fewer and shorter trips, and staying closer to home. The survey found the most popular summer destination is beaches, followed by theme parks, major cities, and lakes.
Really? I would think national parks would be getting a lot of business right now because they're free and you can drive to them pretty easily, not expensive at all.
I think they're a hidden gem, actually.
I mentioned that to my wife last night. We were talking about we're doing something in the summer, and I mentioned I want to start going to national parks. She just looked at me, didn't say anything, and then went back to what she was doing.
Really?
I think that's a resounding yes, Jack.
It's a vote of confidence over here.
There's a reason they're national parks, because there's something to see there.
Yeah, Zion and
Joshua Tree.
What's the one? Glacier National up in northeastern Montana.
Key Biscayne. I mean, there's some great parks here in Florida to check out.
I mean, Grand Canyon, that's a national park too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Acadia up in the East Coast, up in Maine, which is a beautiful place to go during the summer, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous up there. Cheap to get in there. You can fly to Stanford for no money at all.
Well, speaking of traveling, a private plane passenger, no, the news junkie had talked about this, but a private plane passenger with absolutely no flying experience still ended up having to land a plane at Palm Beach International Airport after their pilot suffered a medical emergency. That passenger radioing for help after reporting the pilot became, quote, incoherent. Luckily, air traffic controllers were able to track the Cessna Caravan coming in from the Abacos on radar and coach that passenger down. Fascinating story. The FAA is still investigating the incident.
Yeah, that's kind of odd because they're like, this guy just became incoherent. He just went from being cool to not being cool.
Well, it could have been a stroke, could have been a heart attack, could have been an epileptic seizure, diabetic shock.
Onset gummy.
Yeah,
it's a fascinating story.
It really is, yeah. All right, speaking of fascinating stories, officials say a fragment of the asteroid that allegedly wiped out the dinosaurs has been found encased in amber. The piece of asteroid was found at a fossil site in North Dakota where other remnants from 66 million years ago were found. The fossil experts unearthed include fish that sucked in debris when the asteroid hit the planet, a turtle that was impaled with a stick, and a possible leg of a dinosaur. NASA has called the discovery, quote, mind-blowing, end quote.
And it was found in amber, just like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So I thought the asteroid that hit, or hit down by the Yucatan, right? Wasn't that that big impact down by the Yucatan is what they thought created the extended cold period that wiped out the dinosaurs?
I've always believed
that was found in the Dakotas.
And I've always believed that would be because that's where that super volcano, right? The super volcano that sits underneath the western U.S. that they said if it ever blew its top.
Oh, yeah.
Sayonara to most of the planet. It's that big of a volcano that sits down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's the case, but we're going to continue with the mind-blowing theme because scientists say the NASA InSight lander has detected the biggest quake ever discovered on another planet.
Ooh.
The so-called Mars quake took place on May 4th with a recorded
That's my favorite Mountain Dew, man.
With a recorded magnitude of 5. Researchers have been waiting for, quote, the big one, end quote, since they bought a seismometer to the Red Planet in late 2018. I don't know why, I didn't think this was possible, but since the spacecraft touched down, InSight has detected more than 1,300 Mars quakes.
Damn.
The data collected from these geological phenomena helps scientists better understand the structure of Mars' interior and other rocky planets like it.
I wonder if that's why Matt Damon had to leave. Couldn't stay anymore.
Well, this is interesting, too, because a House committee next week is going to hold the first public hearing on UFOs since 1970.
Really? The Project Blue Book or Bluebird or whatever it was?
Yeah, before they turn on that James Webb telescope, they're like, all right, let's go through the
But
motions
seriously,
here.
like, kind of track what they're talking about, what they're doing, put that in combination with what they're doing with James Webb.
Also, you know what? They made adjustments to the collider as well. You guys know that, right?
No.
Yeah, they're about to take another run at the collider.
The Hadron Collider?
With some adjustments that they think is going to come up with some pretty interesting stuff as well. They're looking for a specific thing, and I can't remember. I read the story on it like 2 weeks ago. It's a part of Higgs boson for sure. But what they did was they found that the diameter of the pipe they were running the particles towards each other at
to
was
create
too
the Big Bang.
Right, was too big because they're saying even though all those particles are being accelerated, they're so small that they were still able to pass without enough contact for the machine to measure. So that I think they reduced the diameter of the pipe to possibly create more impact so they could learn more. And in the context of that, they also found out that they were going to learn something else. And it has something to do with dark matter and Higgs boson, like the God particle and stuff like that. So there's some amazing science happening right now.
And aliens.
I mean, think about
And
that.
aliens.
You spend billions and billions of dollars just to find out that you needed a smaller pipe.
That's just it goes with any project. It takes 5 runs to Lowe's or Depot or Ace Hardware to find it to get it all right.
Bigger isn't always better.
Well, that House subcommittee will discuss reports of 144, quote, unidentified aerial phenomena, end quote. Keep in mind, it was just over the last couple of years that the U.S. military said, yep, we don't know what that is either. The meeting was spurred by a preliminary assessment conducted by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. And finally, Jimmy, this story is for you. A rare guitar found in a UK man's closet is thought of as one of the most collectible in the world. The guitar belonged to a man which he got for his 21st birthday and hadn't played it since the 1970s. So just that little guitar, it's no big deal, just ended up being a 1960 Gibson Les Paul Standard. One of around 1,500 ever made. The guitar will need to be refurbished because it's currently unplayable, but once it's fixed up, it could be worth up to over $200,000.
Yeah, the 59 Les Paul is considered the holy grail of collectible guitars. I believe also a 59 or 60 Stratocaster and like that seafoam green. All of those, or the blonde ones, are all the most collectible guitars out there that don't have provenance with an artist.
Yeah.
Just because of how rare and how well built they are. But the 59 Les Paul is like, that's as good as it gets. I mean, that is the most expensive guitar on planet Earth.
Well, we'll wait and see what happens with this 1960 Gibson Les Paul Standard. And now you all are officially woke. And again, Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. And like so many, I bet you would love to stop paying rent and buy your own home. But with so many scary headlines, you do have a lot of questions and you're not really sure who is just the right person to ask. Well, I do. And that's that mortgage guy, Don. And he loves to answer questions. He says he answers about 100 every single day. It takes him about 3 hours, but he loves to show you what he knows. And believe me, he knows a lot. And getting your question answered is as easy as going to homeloansradio.com or check him out at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thanks so much, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is spring, SPRING. It's still good. Get over there and try to win that money at realradio.fm. We're going to ask you for a favor when we come back. Tell you what that is next.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We've had this big ocean storm in the Atlantic. It's producing some big waves at the beaches, dangerous rip currents on the Atlantic side, but also a beautiful day away from the beaches inland with highs in the low 80s. That's what we saw today, and that's what we'll see tomorrow and Thursday as well. But on Thursday, some showers, even a couple of thunderstorms may rotate in from the Atlantic, making for kind of a rainy end to the work week before we're back to the 90s and the sunshine this weekend. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place. Enjoy smoothies, refreshers, hot and iced lattes, or try the new frozen coffee and frozen refreshers. Wawa is your handcrafted beverage happy place. Gotta have a Wawa.
Man, it's no secret the DIY security systems are a joke, and no self-respecting crook pays attention to them. Most police departments don't either. Most national alarm companies aren't much better, but they do charge more. SafeTouch security systems are the most advanced on the market. It starts with every SafeTouch system being professionally designed using layers of protection. First layer is that guaranteed response sign. That's right. Next layer is the defense system. That is the cameras, the perimeter guard cameras using analytics and text video notification, telling you that everything is not good, not to mention 24/7 onboard video storage, and that camera also tells criminals they've been detected and they are being recorded, but it doesn't stop there. The always on feature means that if anybody violates your area of protection, SafeTouch is notified before they even enter the house. They call it their dome of protection. If someone does get in, though, that two-way communicator has them in an average of 11 seconds. That means no call for verification, and you get the emergency help you need immediately. All professionally installed by their highly trained pros, and the monitoring system is right here, not out of state or anywhere else. Not to mention this costs way less than you think. Call 888-723-8682. Get that free estimate demo today, or visit safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
Hey Orlando, Chick-fil-A wants to say thanks for all the little things you do each day to make a big difference in our community. That's why from May 9th through the 21st, local Chick-fil-A restaurants are giving away an offer for a free drink. Get your reward for a Chick-fil-A Cloudberry Sunjoy by signing into your Chick-fil-A app with location services on in the Orlando market area. Then redeem by scanning or placing a contactless mobile order at a participating Orlando Chick-fil-A restaurant open to close. Offer subject to availability. Rewards are single-use only. Limit one per person per Chick-fil-A, one account. See further details in the app.
We're firing up the deals at Tools Ace Hardware during our Memorial Day sale. Now through May 31st, get free fuel, free assembly, and free delivery with select grill purchases. Buy any Weber gas grill and get a free propane refill. Buy any Big Green Egg charcoal grill and get a free bag of all-natural lump charcoal. Buy any Traeger wood pellet grill and get a free bag of pellets. Tools Ace Hardware has 11 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com for a free in-store pickup or delivery. Tools Ace, the grilling place.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Kissimmee on Simpson Road next to Dollar General now through May 24th. You'll get double O Rewards points on select purchases, which means you can reach your next $5 reward twice as fast. Plus, get Seafoam motor treatment for just $8.99 and buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products right now at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Novo Platform Inc. is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided by Middlesex Federal Savings, FA. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
You're making something new with your business. To support you, Novo built a new kind of business checking. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, Novo is customized to your business to save you time and free up cash flow. Sign up for your free business checking account right now. Plus, our listeners get access to over $5,000 in perks and discounts at novo.co/today. novo.co/today.
Want to sell your car for top dollar at a dealership that you can trust? Well, that's Off Lease Only. They'll give you cash for your car today. They pride themselves on offering drivers the biggest inventory and most popular used cars updated daily. That means they're always looking for used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans just like yours. 4.7 out of 5 Google review rating from over 30,000 plus reviews. Selection, convenience, value. That's Off Lease Only. Visit them online at offleaseonly.com or check out their massive state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Finding the right person for the job isn't easy. Just ask someone who hired a lounge singer to be their office receptionist.
Hello, this is Mickey Marquis, and you've reached the office of Doug & Associates. Thank you very much. Catch me Tuesday nights at the Hotel Johnson. Hello?
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Doug & Associates, this is Mickey Marquis. Hello?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit geico.com/local today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory.
It's another winning Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041. The clock is running. Find out and follow us on Instagram now for your chance to win today's prize. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us, 77031. We'll have another keyword for you at the top of the hour. Hang loose. We'll get that to you for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Jack told me today that I guess the Orlando Weekly, their best of edition is coming out soon. Nominations are available right now, Jack. Is that the deal?
Yeah, you go to OrlandoWeekly.com and you can click on the top link. And when you do that for the Orlando Weekly Awards, you get to nominate who you want to be voting on later this summer.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's in, I think, local color, they have best radio station, best radio voice, best radio show. Those are some of the categories. I know the Monsters have been talking about it because also Ross here has won Best Comedian for, I think, 3 straight years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, there are a myriad of categories. Restaurant, I think they added more categories this year because, it was Best Bar in Castleberry, Best Bar in Altamont Springs. So, they were really getting down to neighborhoods. But you can vote, you can nominate or skip any category you want, but it's all available at OrlandoWeekly.com.
Yeah, you don't have to do all of them. That way, if you have like a favorite restaurant or two that you like, or maybe a specific service or station or something
voice.
you really like.
Yeah,
voice.
I did
voice.
Real Radio. I did Deb's voice and the News Junkie, and I just got the hell out of there.
Yeah. So they have a best radio voice?
I've never heard of that category
I think
before.
it's a new one, yeah.
I think I'm in the running. I think I got a chance.
Oh, so now you're doing an impression of me. Thanks.
What are you talking about? This is my thing.
Who's got a better voice than Deborah on the air?
Me, baby. Me.
Outside of the talking cartoon.
Cartoon, I am real.
With great gingham.
Hi, I'm John Mulaney. Oh, that's really what it sounds
and
like.
I'm a man boy.
Oh,
Yeah, speaking of which, thank you.
That John Mulaney thing's kind of interesting. We were going to talk about that a little bit later, too.
Yeah, it's Winning Wednesdays on our Instagram. We want you to follow Real Radio on Instagram, and every Wednesday we have a different prize. Today we have tickets to see John Mulaney. He is going to be appearing tomorrow night out on the UCF campus at the Edition Arena out there, and you can win tickets on our Instagram page today. It's Real Radio 1041 on Instagram. Follow us there, like the post, and maybe tonight you'll have a pair of tickets to see John Mulaney. But they did just send notice that if you are going, it is is going to be a smartphone and smartwatch free event. So
you get a free watch or phone for going?
No, it means you're not bringing it in, or you are bringing it in. However, because they recognize that you use that for your tickets now.
Right.
So once you do that, then they have a special bag you put it in. you are in possession of it the whole time, but you have to keep it in that bag. And then there are certain areas where you can go if you need to use it during the night, but it prevents you from being able to use it in the auditorium.
So they don't want any secret films getting out.
Like an RF bag or something like that, where you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a name of it. I gotta.
Part of that, and part of it is that one of the big stories today is it was a Broadway thing.
Yeah, it's Broadway. Take Me Out to the Ball Game, I guess. Jesse Williams, who used to be on Grey's Anatomy as one of the doctors, has a shower scene in that Broadway show, and there's a strict no camera policy that someone violated and recorded the shower scene, and now he is getting a lot of support for a member of his anatomy getting a Best Supporting Actor nom for a Tony Award.
Yeah, it's getting high reviews.
A lot of impressive people on Twitter today. Fabulous follow, by the way.
Are we talking penis?
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, he was fully nude.
Not all heroes wear capes.
But some wear hoods.
Oh. No.
Some wear jackets.
Yeah, some wear jackets.
Not even.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So now that is out, and
that's not cool.
It's not.
That's
cool.
super whack.
You know what the funny thing is, and what's crazy is, look how we're reacting to it because it's a guy. Like if this was a girl, if this was an actress, people would be going crazy. They would be prosecuting this guy or whoever put it up. I mean, they know who it is, right? They have to.
No, they don't, because it was a person in the crowd at the Broadway show. And you're right.
But what I'm saying is, where they post it.
Oh, I don't know.
But what I'm saying is, wherever you post it, that leaves some kind of trail, right?
It's been difficult finding just the video itself.
Deb has been looking.
It's research,
very hard.
Jack. Research.
I mean, but whatever screen name, then what do? You go to Instagram and say, hey, we want to know who this is? And they say, get a warrant.
I mean, there are ways, but there's also ways to scramble your IP.
Well, he's come out.
Go ahead.
He's come out and said, it's just a body.
Yeah, I mean, I would get it. Most guys would be like that because, you
No,
know,
they
especially, well, no, if you're like that, like I'm telling you, this is a different story if he isn't packing. This is a different story because it's embarrassing, right? If not, it's not embarrassing if you're packing and you're well proportioned. But if you're not well proportioned and it's an embarrassment, this guy would be losing his mind.
No,
that said, it's part of a play.
It's part of a show.
So
He's
had
on
to be
stage.
He had to be comfortable enough to do it in front of an audience,
night after night after night.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you, you don't ask for that role if you aren't taken care of. Yeah, no guy up there with a small unit is going to go, you know what, I'm going to want that shower roll. And people need to see this.
No, it's messed up. And just because you're on a stage, you know, you're signing up for one thing, and then the end result is now it's on the internet, you know, living forever.
Yeah, eventually they're going to, I mean, I know they have these bags now and everything, and people, you know, but, you know, you used to be able to see a show without your phone.
It's called a yonder bag.
A yonder bag?
Yonder pouches. Yeah.
Okay.
That will be opened at the end of the event. Guests maintain possession of their devices at all times and can access them throughout the event only in designated phone use areas within the venue. All devices will be they'll be resecured in yonder pouches before returning to the performance space.
So I mean, so they have to unlock it for you as you leave?
I guess. All pouches and equipment are routinely sanitized. The yonder staff is trained and required to follow safety guidelines, hygiene protocols, blah, 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 blah. But that'll be for John Mulaney tomorrow night. And in case you're just joining us, you can win a pair of tickets to see John Mulaney in his first tour since rehab, getting divorced from his wife and having a baby with, I believe, is it
Olivia Munn?
Munn? Yeah.
I think Olivia Munn.
Yeah, right. So a lot has happened in his life that, you know, and I have a feeling it might make its way into his routine.
Yeah, I was listening to Justin Luke do a podcast, and he made a joke about Mulaney. I guess they've known each other for quite a while, and he said something about handling COVID. And he goes, let's just hope everybody does it better than John Mulaney did.
You're right. That's a funny
one. All right, 407-916-1041. All right, let's take a little break. Animal House up next. I saw Savannah on earlier. She's ready to go. Savannah Bone from Gatorland up next.
Woohoo!
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at stop traffic north on 417 between OBT and the Turnpike due to a crash taking up the left lane. Westbound travel on I-4, a bumper-to-bumper ride between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing eastbound delays too on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. The 408, 417 looking good. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Gas prices are high, so ride Amtrak and fuel your adventurous side without breaking your travel budget. Amtrak gets you there with more money in your wallet. Book in advance and save up to 20% at Amtrak.com. Restrictions and exclusions apply.
You know, a strong home begins with a strong foundation, and Zano 521 knows that. They are the premier concrete coating experts in Central Florida. These coatings are tough. Their crew is tough as well, headed up by a former Army Ranger and Special Ops soldier, and they employ vets. Not to mention their techs are employees of the company, never subcontracted. And Zano 521 makes the tough stuff. These concrete coatings up to 6 times stronger than epoxy, and that base coat fully cures in just 24 hours. Beautiful color choices to match whatever space you have, and these coatings are 100% UV stable. They can be used on patios, pool decks, driveways, garages, and they come with a lifetime warranty against fading or yellowing and a 15-year warranty against popping or peeling. That top coat non-porous, that means no mold or mildew will grow on it, no gas, grease, or oil stains, and they're tough and they're gorgeous. Not to mention the crew will walk you through every single step of the way, professional and efficient, from the quote all the way up to the finished product. And when they're gone, they'll give you a beautiful service that will last forever. Hop on board for that free, no obligation, no pressure estimate. Visit the website. It's Zano521.com. XANO521.com.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist with your summer plans by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Take that keyword and enter it on our website at realradio.fm. Then wait for your phone to ring from a number you won't recognize. And if it does, answer it. Because that is how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Want to save energy, water, and money, but don't know where to begin? It's easier than you think, and OUC is here to help every step of the way. When you sign up for OUC's new online audit tool to view your home's energy profile, you can learn about your usage and get top energy conservation tips. So invest in energy and water efficiency and see the savings that you can generate. Visit ouc.com/ways to save. Do it today. That's ouc.com/ways to save.
All smashed up, don't know what to do. Just call Mo so you won't be singing the blues. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Are you overpaying on your car loan? Consumer Reports found that the majority of people are. And that's where Upstart comes in. Borrowers save an average of $80 every month by refinancing at a lower interest rate. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto is quick, easy, and won't impact your credit score. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto and start saving today. Savings are estimated based on all consumers who were approved for a car loan through Upstart and accepted their final terms.
Peak Performance is the smartest solution in the universe for men dealing with erectile dysfunction, or ED. So, we hired an equally smart guy who knows a thing or two about the universe to explain our treatment. An astrophysicist.
Peak Performance. Hi, I'm an astrophysicist. What makes Peak Performance the smartest ED solution is that it uses a revolutionary process called focused linear compression therapy. These short, comfortable treatments involve no pain, no surgery, no side effects, and are effective for over 80% of men. Peak Performance.
Very smart. Call Peak Performance today at 1-800-210-8181 for a free blood flow evaluation. That's 1-800-210-8181. Call 1-800-210-8181 or visit peakperformanceformen.com. Peak Performance, man at his peak.
Get ready for sunnier days with a Sunrise Badged Iced Coffee from Dunkin'. A bright and balanced iced coffee made from a blend of beans sourced from Kenya and Latin America to brighten every day a little more. Do more with Dunkin' Sunrise Badged Iced Coffee. Enjoy a medium for $2. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary, limited time offer.
Pink Floyd's Roger Waters. This is not a drill.
We're doing a show in the round. It's something new. I look forward to the challenge.
Featuring his songs from the golden era of Pink Floyd. August 25th, Amway Center. Tickets at rogerwaters.com. This is not a drill.
We all want to support our community and small businesses, protect the environment and our kids' future, and above all, help others when they need it. That's why every day, our energy goes into delivering reliable, cleaner, affordable energy. The energy that promises a better tomorrow with new jobs and opportunities and helps everyone move forward together. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Hey gang, long time, first time. The Marilyn Monroe Warhol, $195 million.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for joining us on this gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. We appreciate that greatly. I am Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here. Ross is here. Let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House is generously brought to you each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But now please join me in welcoming the gorgeous Savannah Bone and her scaly friend from Gatorland.
Yay!
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Savannah, how's it going?
It's super good. How are you guys doing?
Doing wonderful. How are you and your lizard?
Who's your buddy?
His name's Pork Chop, and he is a black-throated monitor. And you'll hear him because he gets really, sometimes when he gets frustrated, he's very, very loud. I was struggling with him in the break, actually.
Yeah. Well, thank God he doesn't have half-inch razor-sharp nails that you guys don't bother trimming. My God almighty, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you de-nail that monster?
Honestly, just so he can climb and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun for him to climb. Look, hey, say hey.
He's mad mugging everybody.
Yeah, so I've got to open this up. Savannah, you do recognize that kind of is throwing down some Jim vibes. Kind of looks like Jim. If Jim was the lizard, that's Jim.
I will tell you that black throat monitors always look at you like you're a suspect in a crime. So I can see where you would think that, Ross.
Yeah, heavy Jim vibes on this thing.
Is it the scaly look?
Let's check that lizard's pockets.
Look at his eyes. Look how he looks at you sideways.
I think Pork Chop is cool AF. I really do.
I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying that's a Jim animal. That's a Jim lizard, a gizzard. Not a gizzard.
I feel like most reptiles are like Jimmy in that they're very judgmental.
Yeah, extremely judgmental.
She does know you.
And cold-blooded.
Hey, let me ask you real quick. Are those things a delicacy anywhere?
Oh, my God.
I don't think people eat these. So they come from like Tanzania and other places in East Africa. but I don't think they're used as a food source, though they do get really big. So they may be used as a food source in some places, but I've never heard of people eating them. But some places where there's not a lot of money, anything's food, really.
Well, the reason I ask is because, we found that iguanas are consumed, and that thing kind of looks like an iguana to me.
If we ate iguanas in the United States like they do in other countries that are poorer, we probably wouldn't have the problem we're having right now.
Right.
Which is why they're encouraging.
Now, I don't want to eat an iguana. So before everybody emails me and tells me I'm a horrible person, I don't particularly want to eat an iguana. But if we were poor in South Florida, we'd eat them.
I'm not judging.
How much does pork chop weigh?
Well, he's only a little fella right now, but he'll get up to about 8 or 9 feet long.
Whoa.
That's little?
Yeah, he's like a sub-adult right now, so he's not very big.
How old is he?
Teenager.
He's this big.
How tall? How old is he?
How old is he?
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
3?
Wow. Yeah. He's going to grow another, I don't know, 8 feet or so.
Now I'm going to ask a stupid question. Was he born in captivity there at the park?
I am not sure. He wasn't born at Gatorland. He came to us in a rescue situation, so I don't know where he came from or what his story was prior to being with us.
Yeah. And speaking of him being a rescue, Savannah, is the black-throated monitor one of those reptiles you might see on the black market pet trade that someone might get one day and then not realize how big they grow up to be?
I mean, that could happen, but they're completely legal to buy and own as a pet. They actually make great pets. They're very docile for a monitor lizard that gets really big. And you can train them pretty easily. Some of them will even go on like those little pee-pee pads that people have for their dogs. They're a pretty smart lizard and very friendly. They just get really big.
Yeah.
So the tongue...
If you want to check this thing out, just go to JimColbertLive.com. She's on the Zoom with us, and it thing's pretty amazing. Go ahead, Ross.
Yeah, pork chop.
So the tongue is just shooting all over the screen right now. What is it doing right now? Is it trying to calm itself down? Is it tasting air?
This is his first live appearance anywhere, so he's probably trying to figure out why there's bright lights shining everywhere, because usually this time of day he's sleeping. He's out. He's a diurnal animal, so he kind of sleeps, wakes up, eats, sleeps, wakes up, eats, like that kind of thing.
Exclusive. Any chance he's going to pee on you?
Oh, God.
No, but I do get the impression that, so when monitor lizards get scared, they oftentimes poop on people.
Oh.
That's a defense mechanism. So I get the feeling that if this interview runs long, that very well may happen.
Well, we're doing
I'm clearing the next break.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, dear Lord.
Oh, I'm just watching this wrestling match. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
You look fantastic, by the way, even with that thing
You
all
do,
over
Savannah.
Oh, that's one of the joys of like Zooms and Snap cameras and filters and everything like that. Like, I don't even have to wear makeup to do the monsters usually in the morning because that filter does it all.
Usually that's when she's putting on her makeup, is during the monsters.
Right.
I don't blame her, man. That's early.
So when those things get pregnant and start having, is it egg, live birth, and how many do they do?
The ones like these, like a black throat monitor is only going to have like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 eggs, but like an iguana on the other hand would have like 60 to 90 eggs.
Oh man!
Not in one clutch.
Yeah. From a young female iguana could have a significant amount of eggs. That's why they become such a problem so quickly.
Wow,
that's unbelievable. What's like the most interesting thing about that monitor that you've learned here over the last since you've encountered it?
I think how different he is as a monitor lizard compared to other ones I've had. I've never had a black throat before right now. I've had water monitors before, which are usually pretty jerky and very clever. These guys seem to be a little bit more dopey. Like they kind of like, like dopey. They're kind of a little more dopey than other ones.
I love the fact that she can just reach behind her and pull out a black-throated monitor lizard.
Well, we are working on borrowed time because I'm surprised he hasn't tried to take a little nip yet.
Oh, no, we got plenty of time. Let's keep this going.
Well, what we do want to do is you've got a big event coming up this weekend. You've got Gator Palooza, including a live broadcast with the Monsters Friday morning.
We do. It's going to be so fun. It's basically... Do you hear that? It's basically a tribute to the Florida man. So we're going to have swimming with alligators. We're going to have boating with alligators. We're going to have two pro BMXers that live up in Apopka are coming to do a BMX jump and a backflip into a pond full of alligators. And it's all to celebrate Gatorland's 74th birthday. So it's really going to be an amazing weekend. I encourage you to bring the whole family out there.
Are there deals going on? Is the Swamp Buggy still running?
Swamp Buggy's running, Zip Line's running, Florida Resident Special is running. So all of those good things. And it's going to be a crazy wild. Oh, OMG, it's Wix, who's a big Florida TikToker, is going to be there on Sunday. And then we have some celebrity YouTubers that are coming in and influencers on Saturday. So it's going to be amazing, but definitely the most Florida-centric party of the year.
Where do folks go to get their tickets for it?
Go to Gatorland.com and you can find out all the information there. I look forward to seeing everybody. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to have when the guys are doing the live broadcast, they're going to do kind of a walkthrough of the contest, the Florida Man Challenge. So that'll be really exciting for everyone to watch Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pork Chop is finally relaxed and snuggled into his mama.
And you guys are all invited too. If you guys want to come out, just let me know.
Only if you put Jimmy on.
Crazy.
You got to put Jimmy on the BMX bike and make him dive into the pond full of alligators.
God.
Come on, he's a BMXer.
Well, the way the ramp's set up, Jimmy, you could drop in on a skateboard and hit the ramp.
Yeah, sure thing. 54. I'll drop right in. That should work out just fine for everybody. Right, just because you're the lizard's doo-dooing on your sweater, don't put me in the middle of this.
If you fell in Gatorland, I would feel bad for Gatorland.
Yeah, me too. I'd feel bad for him too.
You might break the water.
Hey, how was your trip to Jamaica?
Jamaica was wonderful. It was so exciting. So I've been on a bunch of trips this year. Like I got to release 10 Cuban crocodiles back into Cuba. I got to go to an area in Cuba that no American's ever been before. No woman's ever been before. Jamaica was wonderful. Did a lot of rescue work over there. And then in Australia, I'll be in Australia the entire month of August, trying to work on learning and some more conservation work over there. So I'm very exciting year for Gatorland.
Wow.
That is so cool.
That's such a long plane trip. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all right though, Jimmy. You didn't know you get in the auction, and if you win the auction, you get one of those seats that turns into a bed, and you get your own TV.
Get out of here.
Dude, I had pajamas. They gave me pajamas last time.
Did they really? You've already been there?
Yeah, I've been there twice already.
Wow, really?
Wow.
What's that like down there?
Australia is the most redneck of Florida, except for with a little bit of more money and an accent. So I rode in a helicopter with somebody that didn't have any shoes. And that doesn't mean they took their shoes off when they were flying me in the helicopter. It means they never had shoes before they got in the helicopter.
They do not own shoes.
Right. And I remember looking at his feet and thinking, I wonder if he's going to put shoes on. And he just never did. And, like we flew out into the middle of nowhere where they dropped me off at this wildlife retreat place. But like once I got there, nobody had shoes. It is like instead of mud trucks, they have helicopters in our Darwin, Australia. But
Right.
it's the same people.
Right, gotcha. All right. That's with a kind of a cool accent.
Yeah, with a cool accent, but nobody wears shirts, nobody wears shoes. Like
So
it's the same as Florida.
Let me ask a stupid question then, because what were you doing down there? Crocs and gators aren't part of Australia's makeup, are they?
Yeah, saltwater
are.
crocodiles are the biggest predator in Australia.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense
Like,
because what's his face was down there.
The croc hunter?
Yeah. It's kind of that makes perfect sense. You know what I think of when I think of Australia? I think of great white sharks because of the reef. That's what I hear about.
Well, they have those too. Everything in Australia wants to kill you. But the big saltwater crocodiles, like a friend of mine now, his name is Matt Wright. He also has a show on Netflix, called Outback Wrangler that he does with his family. So I got to feed saltwater crocodiles whose eyeballs were that big.
Like the size of a skull can.
Wow. It was, some of them had to be 17, 18 feet long. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Wow. How long?
And the reason they got pulled in is because they killed people. So imagine walking into a habitat with an animal that already knows for a fact, doesn't have a hunch like the ones at Gatorland, but knows for a fact it could kill and eat you. And then you got to go in and try to work with it. When every single time it looks at you, it's like, I could kill you, right? I could.
Savannah looks like an angel, but she wrestles death.
How long do those monitors live, by the way?
He'll live like 20, 25 years. Place like that, pretty much.
Yeah. That thing is
The
killing
nails.
you.
He's not going to poop on you, is he?
Yeah.
The nails.
Oh, right in your neck. Right in your
Hey,
neck.
Don't let him get caught up in your weave, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, you're
I
bleeding.
know, right?
Pay a lot of money for that, man.
You're the absolute greatest. I hope that this thing goes very, very well for you guys. Gatorpalooza sounds like a big blast, and I know that you guys put a lot of time and effort into it, and you've done a wonderful job over there attracting attention for a much younger audience with the social media feeds and stuff, so congrats.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. It's good to be on your show. Deborah, thanks for having me. Ross, always love you, man.
Yo, it's mutual. It's mutual,
I'm sorry,
sis.
I'm sorry you got
Hold up
mugged
for a
in
damn second. I've
Orlando.
known you for like 40 years. You give me the thanks for being on your show, and you give him the double guns and stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. I love you, Ross. Double gun.
I was
Boom, boom, boom. Choo, choo, choo. Pew, pew, pew. And Jimmy, yeah, whatever.
I was being
Thanks for
very
letting me have it.
genuine, Jimmy, and
Were
saying
you?
thank you. Don't try to throw shade. In
Don't
the middle of
hate.
the
At least
segment.
you weren't forgotten in it,
Exactly.
Jimmy.
Now we see the lizard? See the lizard?
Now you've hurt Jack's feelings and gotten much back in my good graces. See?
Dude, you broke my momentum. I was about to say, Jack, I love you. Thank you so much for all you do. Please don't forget to get me a new badge because I can't get in the building right now.
Come back
By
tomorrow.
design.
We got a new one for you.
It's by design. Don't you think anything of it.
And it's so awesome seeing you on TV on Right This Minute. Always.
Oh my gosh, you should see the. So we have T-Rexes that are going in boats in this weekend. So you should see the news segment we just did on WKMG where like there's a T-Rex in a boat going in circles as I'm paddling in circles behind a news interview that's going on that pretends to be completely normal.
Welcome to Florida. Good luck this weekend at Gatorpalooza, Savannah. Thank you as always.
So much.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too. Hey, listen,
Bye.
Animal House, as always, is brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. So if you or someone you know and love has been in a car, a truck, or even a motorcycle accident, here's a couple of reasons why they need to call Klausman Law. One, Glenn will never pass you off to a caseworker, but personally handle your case, so much so that he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why he's voted legal, elite, and super lawyer year after year. He's also an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. More of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
It's back. The 31st Annual Orlando Fringe Theater Festival, May 17th through the 30th at Lock Haven Park. Learn how to fringe now at orlandofringe.org.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Klausman Law. klausmanlaw.com.
We're still looking at stop traffic north on 417 between OBT and the Turnpike due to a crash taking up the left lane. Westbound travel on I-4, a bumper-to-bumper ride between 429 and Osceola Polkline Road. We're seeing eastbound delays too on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. The 408, 417 looking good. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Driveway.com. Car shortages? What car shortage? Head to Driveway.com today to shop more than 25,000 new and used cars in Driveway's nationwide inventory. Driveway.com. That's Driveway.com.
Tools Ace Hardware is your grilling headquarters this summer. Be the superstar with the backyard of Big Green Eggs, Traeger's, Weber Genesis Series, Napoleon grills. They're all there. Not to mention Tools Ace has all of the accessories and all of the smoking wood you could possibly want. They refill propane. They have sauces and rubs from national brands to local brands, including our spices right here from the show. Not to mention a technician specializing in grills to help with any repair or warranty issues as well. And they always give you that free assembly and delivery. All you have to do is hop online. 11 convenient locations here in Central Florida. Find yours today at toolsacehardware.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Most politicians are just show ponies, but Wilton Simpson is a workhorse. Conservative, Republican, fifth-generation Floridian. Simpson's a lifelong farmer who shoots straight and gets things done, like educational and economic opportunity. As Florida's Senate president, Wilton Simpson worked side by side with Governor DeSantis. Simpson fought and won more rights for parents, more choices for kids, and was named champion for school choice. When some politicians wanted lockdowns that threatened our economy, our kids' educations, and our constitutional rights, Wilton Simpson led the charge to keep Florida free and open. Simpson's endorsed by Governor Ron DeSantis, 59 sheriffs, and President Donald Trump. Workhorse Wilton Simpson, the conservative who gets things done. Candidate, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture. Sponsored by Grow Florida.
Do you like no-filter, full flavors? The makers of Smirnoff Ice got you covered. Smirnoff Ice Smash is a collision of delicious fruit flavors, like strawberry and lemon, peach and mango, or pineapple and coconut. It's a premium malt beverage, 8% alcohol by volume, and you can get it in both 16 and 24-ounce cans. If you want a no-filter, full-flavor option to start off your weekend, pick up a Smirnoff Ice Smash at your local store today. Smirnoff Ice Smash, bold flavor for the people. Please drink responsibly.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen now in $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Almost as much as we love sharing it with our guests. Welcome to Delicious. One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. It's delicious. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Want to save energy, water, and money, but don't know where to begin? It's easier than you think, and OUC is here to help every step of the way. With programs like Efficiency Delivered, you can receive up to $2,500 of energy and water efficiency improvements for your home. That's $2,500 in your pocket. Eligibility for improvements is based on the services you receive from OUC at your property, electricity and or water and income based. So invest in energy and water efficiency and see the savings that you can generate. Visit ouc.com/ways to save.
Hey Orlando, Chick-fil-A wants to say thanks for all the little things you do each day to make a big difference in our community. That's why from May 9th to the 21st, local Chick-fil-A restaurants are giving away an offer for a free drink. Get your reward for a Chick-fil-A Cloudberry Sunjoy by signing into your Chick-fil-A app with location services on in the Orlando market area. Then redeem by scanning or placing a contactless mobile order at a participating Orlando Chick-fil-A restaurant open to close. Offer subject to availability. Rewards are single-use only. Limit one per person per Chick-fil-A, one account. See further details in the app.
Spectrum is America's leading internet provider, delivering ultra-fast gig speeds you need on the high-performance network you want. And Spectrum's advanced home Wi-Fi is security made simple, automatically blocking outside threats, along with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it faster, safer, and more reliably with Spectrum Internet. Get 200 megabits per second for only $49.99 a month. Visit Spectrum.com today for details. Based on internet subscribers among top internet service providers. Restrictions apply.
Available now from iHeart, returning for Season 3, is The Restless Ones, an original podcast presented by T-Mobile for Business and iHeartRadio. Join me as I sit down for in-depth discussions with the people at the intersection of technology and business. You'll learn how each of these leaders is building a bridge to what's next and leveraging transformative technologies like 5G to create a more connected and meaningful future today. Listen to The Restless Ones on the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Radio.
Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
What's this I hear about the Fringe people wanting to call in and leave talkbacks? I cannot wait for that. So I'm promoting the promotion of the Fringe Festival on Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Shoot the guy.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 4 o'clock keyword is pay, P-A-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at winning $1,000.
You guys are wrong.
Wrong about what, buddy?
About that talkbacker.
What about it?
He's the best.
I didn't say anything about him at all. But
On air.
He's not the best.
He's one of the best.
Listen, the guy who participates in Last Call is the best.
Never done a talkback.
Yeah.
He should do a talkback. Because he's the greatest.
You're giving the crown to someone. You know who's also better at talkbacks? Robin Williams.
All right, 407-916-1041. He's dead, Ron. He's dead. So he's not better at talkbacks.
Guess
You're
we're
wrong
not getting
again.
his talkback either.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jock, and Ross are here as well. You guys see the story with James Cromwell, the actor from Succession? Of course, most people probably know him from the movie Babe, the pig movie.
Yeah.
Which was a damn good movie, by the way. Like an incredibly good movie.
Did you cry?
Did you ever see it, Jack?
I did not.
That was on the borderline. You've never seen Babe, for real?
No, I've heard about it.
Oh, my God.
I think it came out after my kids were old enough not to have to see it.
And you guys thought that Coda was a cry moment? Jeez Louise. That thing, Babe, it will reach into your body and tear your heart out from below. It is brutal.
This is weird that you are such a huge Babe fan.
Charlotte's Web kind of heavy. It is that kind of heavy, dude. It's that feel, yeah. What? Why is that a bad thing? Babe, didn't it win the Best Picture? It was nominated that year, I believe.
I don't know. I wouldn't pen you up as a Babe fan.
It's a great story. I like good stories.
I'm not denying that it is. You just don't look like a Babe fan.
What does a Babe fan look like?
I just wouldn't think you.
Like a woman in overalls with a bunch of cats?
No, I think someone like Deb would love Babe.
Well, I mean, are you?
And she's
so
really into
women?
Animals and
No, not because she's woman, because she's sensitive and cares.
Yeah, he was an Oscar nominee for Babe. He was in L.A. Confidential as well. He's 82 years old. I did not know he was that old. 82.
Thanks, Jack.
So the story is what?
I just said thanks, Jack.
Yeah. The story is that he glued his hand to the counter of a Starbucks
on purpose?
On purpose, because he was mad because they charge more for the vegan creamer.
Yeah, that's whack.
Okay. He's standing up for the vegans.
Actor and activist
Because I
James
think
Cromwell
he can afford it.
No, he's
has gone from Succession's Uncle Ewan to real life super gluing. That's not my joke. That's theirs. He glued his hand to a Midtown Manhattan Starbucks counter on Tuesday to protest the coffee chain's extra charge for plant-based milk. Now, let me give you an example. Did you guys do it? Well, did you hear the story yet, by the way?
No.
Wait, nobody heard
I
it?
did. I read it
Okay.
yesterday.
So I just went and looked for your vegan creamers as opposed to your regular creamers, right? So Coffee Mate is available there. You can use the other regular dairy creamers, non-dairy, whatever.
Yeah.
The vegan creamer's twice as much. It's twice as much. A 32-ounce regular Coffee Mate is $3.79. And a regular from Coffee Mate, still the same company, called Natural Bliss. It's made from almonds, so it's an almond milk creamer, is $6.19. So what does this guy want him to do? Like, eat the difference because he feels it's not fair?
Well, is it a matter of it costing more to produce that creamer, or is it artificially inflated because they believe the people more likely to buy it are more likely to pay it?
I don't know, man, but I'm guessing if you're making it from almonds, and almonds are already expensive, and you're squeezing them to get this juice, I'm guessing it's because it costs more to make.
Right.
50 cents to $1 more is what Starbucks will cost or charge you for getting the vegan creamer. This guy's 82 years old and successful. Very successful. This guy's career's spanned a number of decades. And this is the best way you can handle this? Like you can't just write the company or start a movement. You have to super glue yourself to it now, ruining everybody else's day that's looking to get a cup of coffee from these people.
Maybe he is starting a movement, perhaps.
Yeah, I guess.
We have a tendency to always criticize how other people decide to protest. I mean, when you're protesting, you're standing up to the status quo. You're trying to get attention, and you're trying to tell everybody this is wrong, and I believe this needs to change. So he found a new way to do it. I don't think the people at Starbucks appreciate it.
Yeah. At the cost of everybody else's time and efforts and money.
Now,
that's the thing I have a problem with, that whole protesting thing and everybody. Look, this is a business.
Oh, buddy,
stand outside the business with a picket sign if you're so motivated. Don't glue yourself to stuff inside. That's dumb.
Oh, I wish I was there. I would have take my selfie with him in the background. Then I would have gotten the car line for the drive-thru to get my cold brew.
In 2017, he was trespassed from SeaWorld because he was in San Diego. He's in there. He interrupted an orca show, so he's a big PETA guy, which is no problem. I mean, you could be a PETA person, but my God, man.
It's like, I know Daryl Hannah had a thing. Didn't she,
chain
climb
herself
up
to a tree?
Yeah, right, to protect a tree. And Martin Sheen is an activist who's been arrested many times,
So is Steve-O.
Yeah, I like people who stand up for what they believe in. Good for them. And when they don't have to, he's comfortable. He can afford Natural Bliss coffee creamer. And by the way, that's no joke. A coffee creamer, because really, I'm just looking for a way to heat and caffeinate my coffee creamer, my French vanilla every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I know the price. And I used to wait till it was $3. I'd get 2 for $6 and be good to go. Sometimes you get the larger one and you'd save even more. And that thing is up 50% in cost since over the past year.
Well, I know what to blame it on.
What's that?
Which is?
That new TikTok trend.
Which is?
Mixing coffee cream with Diet Coke.
Oh, what? I didn't see that one.
Yes, and apparently it's good.
Yeah. A spokesperson said Starbucks respects the customer's right to voice their opinions so long as it does not disrupt our store operations.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I want to know what happened next. Did someone come along with some nail polish remover?
Dude, he's sitting on the counter. He made it to the point where he glued his hand to the counter, so he has to sit on the counter. If he tried to jump off the counter, it would break his arm or tear his fingers apart with the glue. And I guess somebody else did it with him. What a dope! What an absolute moron!
So he's putting his butt on the counter. That's even worse.
What a great feature for that restaurant. I mean, if you're the manager of that Starbucks, you put that on social. Celebrity sighting. James Cromwell glued to our counter. Come on in.
Exactly.
I mean, business should have quadrupled that day.
What an absolute idiot. He literally shut the store down. He glued himself to the counter, hopped his stupid ass up on the counter and sat there, put his butt on the counter where people's food and drinks get delivered, and then shut the entire store down. I hope they sue him. I do. I hope they sue this guy for every dime they lost that day. What a dick. What a complete dick.
Now, here's the thing, though. I think Bill on line 1 has a very valid opinion that I'm sure a lot of people are thinking right now over this segment.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, guys.
What's
How
up?
you guys doing today?
Good.
Just while I agree with you, the guy's a complete moron, but you recommended that he just pick it outside the front of the store. Well, would you guys be talking about it right now if he were picketing outside the front of the store?
Yeah, I would, because it's James Cromwell from Babe picketing Starbucks over the cost of creamer. It's still interesting.
I don't think it makes news.
Well, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't matter to me, but...
Go ahead, Bill.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would make news. It only would have made news with him picking out front because it's James Cromwell. But if it were you or I, and we glued ourselves to the counter, it would probably wouldn't be as big of a deal because we're not James Cromwell. But it would still probably have made some national news. But if it was just me picketing out front, you wouldn't even know about it.
Here's the other thing too. What are you picketing it about? It's just math. It's math. The product just costs more. What are you picketing about? Because they're charging more for a product that costs them more?
Exactly. That's why he's a complete moron.
So dumb. Thanks for your call, buddy. I appreciate that very much. 407-916-1041. It's just dumb. It's so disrespectful, and it's not courteous in the least. He looks pretty good for 82, though. I got to give it to him.
I don't know. you mentioned PETA before. Has he been affiliated with PETA?
Yeah, he's been affiliated with PETA
because
for a while.
PETA has done some pretty extreme stuff in the past, have they not?
Yeah, sure they have. Yeah.
I mean, throwing paint on people with furs. I don't know if that's still a thing, but they don't shy away from kind of being jerks about it.
It's 50 cents. And look, here's the thing. Here's what kills me. You're at Starbucks, okay? You're at a premium coffee outlet. You're at a premium coffee. If you want your coffee to be cheaper so you can afford your creamer, go to Dunkin'. Go to 7-Eleven. There are a billion outlets to get a cup of coffee.
Go to Wawa.
Shop at Starbucks. Anywhere.
Yeah, but I don't think the matter for him is that he can't afford it. He most likely can, based on, I mean, he is still working as a, successful
He's in
actor.
Show Succession, yes.
But I believe the idea is to live in a way that's more sustainable for the planet should not cost more money. It should be encouraged. And maybe he's accusing them of artificially raising the prices. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the cost of production of vegan creamer compared to my beloved French vanilla coffee mate.
Well, yeah, whatever it is,
No
it costs
sugar, by
twice
the way.
as much. So, I mean, it costs twice as much. Customers can customize any beverage on the menu with a non-dairy milk, including soy milk, coconut milk, almond milk, and oat milk for an additional cost. It says prices varies by market. So I guess wherever, I don't know, some of that stuff is taxed by states differently as it comes in. It's imported. So I don't know. It could cost different in different stores in different areas. But again, I just looked at it. It's like, man, you're at Starbucks. You're paying 3 times for the cup of coffee already. What does it matter? What does 50 cents matter to you?
I just think that if he wanted to make news about stuff, he could have, super glued himself to a gas pump or a can of Similac or,
right, exactly. There's so many other things really pressing. Right, exactly.
Maybe he's going to do that next.
That just shows how out of I think part of this is that of all the things to attach your wagon to right now, the cost of having to pay extra for vegan creamer when so much, you've got parents absolutely desperate as to what they're going to do. In fact, it was just announced that they're going to allow that Michigan plant to restart so that they can meet some of this growing demand for
baby formula.
So it just sounds to me like he's just so out of touch that it just makes it extra egregious that he did that over coffee creamer.
He's so busy trying to be sacrimonious and so busy trying to look at me, he doesn't even understand how it looks on him. Because you're right. There are so many other pressing issues in America right now that the cost of vegan creamer certainly doesn't register to many people at all.
No.
He just looks like a big dope.
I kind of agree, but I disagree with the thought process of like, well, there's so many other things that you could have, supported for, right? Because, but we're talking about this. That's just whatabouting about something else that this guy obviously cares about this more than other things.
Right.
It would be like, hey, why don't we talk about Ukraine this segment instead of this?
Right. No, we're not doing that.
Exactly.
It says a vegan is texting you. A vegan here. It's not only vegan creamers, it's plant-based milks as well. We've been protesting Dunkin', Starbucks, etc. for years. They do not need to upcharge. If they buy these vegan products properly, the price is the same as cow milk. Hold on, cow milk. I just lost it because it just kind of recycled here. Hold on. Basically, what she's saying is it's the same as cow milk made for humans. That isn't true though. Like with the rudimentary research, I just showed that a regular thing of Coffee Mate is the same exact cost as the vegan. Now that's not a milk-based product, but
it worked. And Starbucks charges roughly 70 cents extra for dairy alternative, and that includes soy, coconut, almond, and oat milks, depending on the U.S. city. However, Starbucks also recently just dropped that surcharge from its stores in the United Kingdom. Therefore, that means they are able to do it, and that's what he's challenging.
Well, not necessarily, because in England they could produce it cheaper for some reason. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it costs over there. So I
can't imagine it would be cheaper because California is, the biggest almond producer. Certainly in this country, and there are no almond producers in England that I know of.
Yeah. I don't know, but I just know that it just seems silly to deal with that, considering what we're talking about with baby formula and it being so expensive or not even available. By the way, one of the biggest things happening right now on social media platforms are people putting up alternatives, what you can make at home for alternatives for baby formula. It's already starting.
And a lot of pediatricians are recommending that parents do not follow recipes, even if it's given from a family, start with your pediatrician. I just learned this today. If you call your pediatrician and let them know you're having difficulty getting a formula, they will order it as like a medical supply. So
wow, really?
Yeah, so that's reach out to your pediatrician's office first and ask them if there's any way that they can help you get some formula. And definitely if you're going to try and make your own, reach out to your pediatrician's office first before you go on to TikTok.
And not an uncle.
Not an uncle, not a grandmother, not an aunt.
What you want to do is you want to get some bush leaves, some shrubs.
But like we had a lot of texters yesterday when I did this story who said people, I grew up on evaporated milk and water. Other people are saying, use like V8 or not V8, but you just need a protein powder. That's too risky.
Crush some candy cigarettes and put it at the bottom of a jar.
Mush up a banana. They'll eat it like pudding.
407-916-1041. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we've got a transition toward the stormier over the next couple of days with a low pressure system in the Atlantic making its way ashore. That means a 30 to 40% chance for rain for Thursday and Friday. High temperatures tomorrow in the low 80s. On Friday, the upper 80s. And that's going to set the stage for a heat wave next week with 90s becoming the rule. We could even see high temperatures in the upper 90s by this time next week. So get ready for what could be one of the hottest weeks of the year. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? Need Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates in one place. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
When the big box stores wanted to partner up with a bathroom remodeling company, they chose Rebath because their stellar reputation and, not to mention, they have the proper license and insurance. They're dependable. They have crews that come in, do the job, and get out and make you very, very happy. And if you want to see what they offer up, go to the showroom, man. You can actually put your hands on these materials, feel that quality. 436 up and Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where you'll find it. And when you walk in, you're going to see some models set up. Just understand those models are just to show you what the products look like. Every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom, but when you do look at those models, just know that their design team can work hand in hand with you to create the bathroom that really complements your home. Whether it's your master bath or whether it's your guest bath, it doesn't matter. These guys are going to turn it around and make it look amazing. Not to mention the products are from brands you've known. Moen, Kohler, Toto, Birch Cabinetry. Those are the brands they put in, and they do it with their employees, no subcontractors. And if you want to see what they can do, just go to rebathmidfla.com. Look at the before and afters, man. That's what can happen for you. Book these guys. You're going to love what they can do for you. It's rebathmidfla.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Do you want to get back?
Paul McCartney got back live. Camping World Stadium, Saturday, May 28th. Paul McCartney, live in concert. The greatest moments from the last 50 years of music from McCartney solo, Wings, and the Beatles. Get tickets now at paulmccartneygotback.com.
Finding the right person for the job isn't easy. Just ask someone who hired a lounge singer to be their office receptionist.
Hello, this is Mickey Marquis, and you've reached the office of Doug & Associates. Thank you very much. Catch me Tuesday nights at the Hotel Johnson.
Hello?
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Doug and Associates, this is Mickey Market. Hello?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit geico.com/local today.
When it comes to diamond education, at International Diamond Center, we go way beyond the 4 C's. We reveal the long-held secrets of the diamond industry.
At IDC, we're going to teach you to buy like a dealer buys. We're going to protect you, we're going to back you up, and we're going to make it with no risk.
That's owner Keith LeClaire, who says unlike other jewelers, IDC doesn't mark up prices just so they can mark them down and give the appearance of a big discount.
A lot of jewelers are out there trying to trick you, or they're trying to manipulate, make you feel like you got a deal. I think it's an insult today to play those kind of pricing games.
At IDC, we're all about integrity, transparency, and bottom line pricing.
No games, no false pretense, no misinformation. We price it straight and you win.
Best prices, highest quality, largest selection, and a no-nonsense diamond education.
Don't make a big financial mistake and buy from another jeweler before you shop us.
That's International Diamond Center, Orlando's direct diamond importer with 4 convenient locations. Online, shopidc.com.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get access. Well, not anymore, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide with deals like our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month and no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for $249, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, listening to the incident about the person in Palm Beach. Did you know local airports around here have what is called a discovery flight? For about $150, they will take you up, show you how to use the controls, land the airplane, how to do an inspection. Something you might want to look into. Y'all be blessed.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. So they offer those classes. I mean, is that just in case you're in a plane where that's kind of an odd class, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's the point, because if you are training to be a pilot, you have to go through a lot of training to be the pilot, but just for, hey, crash course, so maybe you don't crash? I mean, if you plan on being in a flight where you might have to take over, like the gentleman down in South Florida, and credit to him and the air traffic controller who just happened to be an instructor and was able to talk him through it. That's amazing.
Oh, because all he knew was that he was seeing the coastline of Florida.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do with this bird.
I feel like I've watched enough people fly them on TV. I could kind of get close.
I don't know. See, I started playing Flight Simulator on Xbox, and what's really neat about it is you could pick the airport. So you fly out of Orlando, and then you fly by downtown, and you can see Lake Eola, and you can see all the things just like Google Maps presents.
Cool.
So
yeah, sure.
You're flying through that. I flew by my house. I could see the solar panels, which was neat, but I just hit the button and go. I haven't even learned how to land yet because I always end up crashing. So I think
that's bad. You're gonna want to take.
Yeah, I don't
want to
take a class with you. By the way,
you don't want to get that class. You don't want to crash.
Yeah.
Have somebody talk you out. Well, if you have somebody talk you down in your simulator, that's That's pretty 2022, right?
I was going to say, that's a really realistic game.
I'm really high and I'm stuck up here in my simulator. I don't want to crash. Ruined my digital building. 407-916-1041. I wanted to ask you guys something about the pronoun thing real quick. I saw a story last night. This is not me. I'm not coming down on it. I just want to ask a question, okay? The story was about Halsey. Have you heard the story about Halsey yet?
No.
I have, yeah.
Halsey, I guess after having her kid, she has been diagnosed with multiple ailments after this whole thing. And she says she's like allergic to everything. And in the context of the story, they mention in the second paragraph, or excuse me, the fourth paragraph, which is just barely into the story, that she uses the she, they pronouns, right?
Okay.
Now, with that said, I have to ask, in the context of the story, when she talks about herself, she says I and my.
Right.
I'm just asking, so when the pronoun thing comes into play, the person who is asking you to use the she, they pronouns, it doesn't apply to them. Like when they talk about themselves, they don't say we and they. They still say I and my.
Yeah, it's first person at that point. Whether you and it's gender neutral.
Well, her child's name is Ender.
Oh, man, that would not... I mean, it's a cool name, but then when you think about, like, did I end my parents' lives? I think all kids are kind of enders, right?
Yeah. No.
The end of a full night's sleep, the end of having a full bank account, the end of having a social life.
I don't even know what her last name is. I just found that odd. I just didn't know. I'm just asking a question because in the context, she goes, I did this, my thing. She was talking singular and not the we, our, they thing. I just didn't know what the protocol was.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the they there is as much as being a plural pronoun or as much as it just being non-binary, trying to find something other than the he, she.
Right.
So
yeah, because
it's not they there because it's plural, but for them, they feel it might be the only option that, or the option that comes closest to matching how they identify.
Right. I just found it when I heard that, I was like, man, that doesn't add up because when you're doing the she, they thing and then you're referring to yourself, you say I, my. I didn't know that you're supposed to say we, they, or we, us, or whatever while speaking about that because that is a singular thing, right?
Right.
That is singular, but you're not singular. So that's why I was kind of asking. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Scott Maxwell coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Let's take a little break. What?
No, I'm excited to see what he's talking about today.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't even know. He actually just texted me just not even 30 seconds ago to let me know he just posted the story. Usually it comes up in the morning, so he must have been waiting on some information to get it out there or something.
It has to do with taxes and Orange County.
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jim's two favorite things.
Yeah, I'm a Seminole guy. They're fine. Is this based on the Disney thing?
It says, before asking residents to further tax themselves, Orange County leaders should use existing hotel taxes on things community truly needs, and then he goes on from there.
Very good. All right, we'll do Scott Maxwell in the 5 o'clock hour. 407-916-1041. Got another keyword coming up for you right now, though. Let's win that $1,000. We'll do it right after this.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're looking at stop traffic north on 417 from this crash taking up the left lane between OBT and the Turnpike. Delays continue west on the 408 from a crash taking up 2 lanes of traffic at Hiawassee Road. And it's a solid ride now heading west on I-4 between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. The Beach Line is up to speed as well as the Turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by COVIDclinic.org. Summer is here. Proms, vacations, family time, and grad nights. Don't bring COVID-19 to the party. The next surge could be just ahead. Keep your loved ones safe. Visit your local COVID clinic and get a PCR or rapid result test. Life is for living. Book a test. COVIDclinic.org. That's COVIDclinic.org.
Man, springtime is a great time to add appeal and value to your home with a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. You know, whether it's to keep a nosy neighbor outside or keep your puppy and children safely inside, the fence freaks at Mossy Oak Fence have you covered. Freaks on quality, your satisfaction, and your security. Skilled craftsmen use only the very best materials out there, getting you the best results every single time. And the quality, that quality is backed up by the best warranty in the business. Just visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
How does reading make you, you?
With books like Super Fly Guy, I can be a pilot going from place to place.
And in Satellite Space Mission, I can be an astronaut, exploring outer space.
Let's Talk Soccer makes me want to compete. And with books like I'm Enough, I know I'm complete.
Our at-home reading program helps kids read on grade level. Enroll at newworldsreading.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My AC's blowing hot air.
Voted the top HVAC company by the robots we hired to vote for us.
Yes, my air conditioner is...
For AC repair, press 1. Fine. Are you sure it's actually broken?
Well, yes, it's blowing hot.
Have you considered fixing it yourself?
No.
Could try YouTube. Might be a video about air conditioners.
No, I actually want a professional...
Saw a video yesterday with a cat on a bicycle. Hilarious.
How would that help?
Might make you feel better about the whole broken air conditioner thing.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Right, I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have an AC problem, you need a professional solution. An expert who can diagnose your system right away and get the air blowing frosty cold again. That's the Frank Gay way.
I found it! Look at him with his little helmet.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Want to sell your car for top dollar at a dealership that you can trust? Well, that's off lease only. They'll give you cash for your car today. They pride themselves on offering drivers the biggest inventory and most popular used cars updated daily. That means they're always looking for used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans just like yours. 4.7 out of 5 Google review rating from over 30,000 plus reviews. Selection, convenience, value. That's off lease only. Visit them online at offleaseonly.com or check out their massive state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
No girl wants to have a plain ring or something that she sees on all of her other friends' hand.
Meet Kelly Todd at International Diamond Center.
The ability to find a ring that is a reflection of her style, it makes a big difference.
And at IDC, that's easy, with diamonds in every shape and every size in stock, and literally thousands of designer rings. The possibilities are endless.
Whether it's a oval solitaire with stackable bands, a rose gold mounting with a square diamond in it, and a white gold stackable band with it, being able to identify with their look where they have their own style, I think is very important.
So don't make her compromise. Whatever your budget, IDC has the ability to help you create that one-of-a-kind ring.
We cater to clients with a $1,500 budget. We cater to clients with a $2.3 million budget.
And with non-commissioned experts who listen and guide you every step of the way, it's easy to create the ring of her dreams at IDC.
It's not a selling environment at all.
International Diamond Center, 4 convenient Orlando locations.
If your grocery delivery is just okay, that's not okay. But good news, now Kroger is here to not just deliver groceries, but over-deliver with freshness guaranteed. And the coolest trucks, literally. They're refrigerated to beat the heat, so your salad always has that farm fresh snap. Sound more than okay? Then order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your next 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month, and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
O'Reilly.
If your vehicle squeals or grinds when you slow down or just isn't stopping like it used to, you may need new brake rotors and pads. Now through May 24th at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore safe braking and save money now at O'Reilly Auto Parts or order online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTJS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Jim, by you saying I'm not the best, I love that. You hate to love and love to hate. I got you, Ross, spot on. Jimbo, you're cool, bro.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is money, MONEY. Just hop over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Again, your 5 o'clock keyword is money. Good luck. We'd love to see you get that cash for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack as well.
Hi there.
And Ross, too.
It's all true.
It is true.
The Jedi is to force everything.
Guys, what do you think? What is the biggest? What's the biggest lie that's been perpetuated against the American people in, let's say, the last maybe 75 years or so? What do you think it is?
Coming in hot. All right, yeah. I like this.
Well, the reason the story kind of goes up to it. This is something we've talked about before, but it was just kind of laid out a little bit more definitively today on CBS News. What do you think the biggest lie that has been perpetuated to the American people over the last 75 years is?
Moon landing? No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, my bad.
Weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, the Gulf of Tonkin for the Vietnam War, that Trump won the last election. Those are the 3 biggest lies that right now come to mind.
This one's way different than that.
That recycling actually recycles.
There you go. Deb nailed it.
Really?
It's the
Wait.
idea.
Time out. Deb, did you know that? Did you see the story?
No, but I have believed that since you had us watch that Frontline special for What You Do That's New. I have been pissed off.
Mad.
I have been pissed off since then because that taught me this entire thing was built by the plastics industry and it was never meant to work. It doesn't work and it's killing our planet.
Recycling plastic is a total bust. And these are industry critics saying this, and this is CBS News today. This is something we have talked about before. Jack, of course, just did offer that up for What You Do That's New. It says America's plastic use is booming. It boomed during the pandemic. But what they say is, what percentage of you think the total plastics made in the U.S. actually make it to recyclers? Or actually make it get recycled?
I'm going with 2%.
I was going to go 5, and I thought that was way too high.
I'll go 1.5 just to be generous.
Yeah, Jack nailed it. 5%. 2019,
wow.
Only 5% of the plastic that you put in your recycling bins and do all that extra work for, only 5% of that gets recycled. The rest of it either gets burned or put into landfills. How much of that do you think that is? By the way, just a little. How much do you think gets landfilled every single year? Or since 1960, actually.
We're talking percentage, right?
Yeah, percentage. No. Total tons.
Oh, okay. Total tons.
Since 1960?
Yeah.
Just give me the answer.
Yeah. I don't know. Thank you, Deb.
35 million tons of plastic have been put into landfills. About 7 or 8 million of that gets burned, and only looks to be like about 3 million tons of that gets recycled.
And let's talk about when we talk about burning the plastic, because pre-pandemic it used to be that China would buy our recyclable plastics that were never recyclable. So rinsing out your laundry detergents to help out the recyclers does nothing. China, during the pandemic and the whole virus thing, decided, okay, we're not going to take your crap anymore. So now cities around the country, recycling was never profitable. And in that special, Jack, we ended up learning that in small, rural Indonesian communities, Indonesia, of course, one of the most biodiverse countries on the planet, villagers will wake up to the smell of burning plastic, or the bales are just dumped in their community to rot over years and years and years.
I've altered my purchasing since then to a degree, very minute, but I used to always buy those a case of plastic water bottles. I no longer do that. Right? We've got a water filtration system, on the fridge. It's like, so we just use reusable cups. We're not doing that. I don't buy 2-liter soda bottles anymore. I buy it in cans because you can't. Metal cans can be recycled.
Yep.
And some of those things I don't like those. And the big jump in plastics is because
the clamshell,
they're using it more and more for packaging.
Yeah.
And like those clamshell containers, like you might get strawberries in or something.
Or to-go food.
Anything. Yeah, they just don't recycle them.
What do you think that, this story did shed some light on something that I hadn't thought about before when it comes to plastics? Why do you think they're not recyclable? What do you think the big problem is? Because they have a success with aluminum and other things. Paper recycling is giant. That still works fine. What do you think it actually is with the plastic?
Is it the burning of the chemicals, the byproduct?
I think it's the particular kind of plastics that are made and how they can be broken down and turned into future products. So what's interesting is so many products today are selling us on the fact that they can be turned into your tennis shoes, a coat, a park bench, when in reality, that might be possible in the future. Now, I know some products like Rothy shoes say that they're made from plastic that was, recyclable plastic.
Jimmy, is it the fact that it's all different types of plastic and they can't get it into
exactly
one
the
thing?
Answer.
Yeah,
that's the answer. So it's so funny in the context of this answer, which is that very thing, because there's so many different kinds of plastic. Let's just take your laundry detergent that you get, right? It comes in those super thick plastic jugs, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's way different than the thin paper or the thin plastic bottle you may get, or how about the squeezable pouch that your applesauce or your Capri Sun or any of that comes in? That's all a different kind of plastic. The problem with the plastics industry is the fact that they're so different. And they lead you to believe that if there was an industry-wide norm for plastics, like all plastic bottles are going to be made like this, that there's a possibility that the recycling world could really happen. I don't know if it'll ever get into double digits or ever be big, because they're saying a plastic bottle that's a recycled plastic bottle costs twice as much as a new one. And it's a petroleum product.
Yeah.
So you have that same, but if you were able to across the industry, okay, we're only making and using this particular kind of plastic, theoretically you could recycle that and use it and get a higher number. But as of right now, I don't know that you could do that in the U.S. I don't know if you could regulate companies to tell them, hey, you have to use this kind of plastic.
And what we learned in that Frontline special is that rather than ramping down, they're building like the largest plastics plant. So now you don't get, 12 rolls of paper toweling in one plastic wrap. You've got one plastic wrap around 12 individually wrapped rolls of paper toweling in plastic wrap. They just continue to wrap everything in plastic. And you'll notice when the plastic industry hears us squabbling, because you'll start to see the TV commercials that remind us about all of the good things that plastic do for our lives.
They spent a petroleum company spent $400 billion, or they plan on spending $400 billion over the next 5 years to increase the ability to make even more plastics. They've decided to
make more, not to get rid of more.
No, they want to make more.
To make more.
Yep. They don't care.
As a matter of fact, the National Academies of Science found that 200 times the amount they're dedicating to waste reduction efforts, we're dedicating to making more. 407-916-104. We have a call, Ross?
Yeah, we have Evan on line 1, who I believe works with a company that's affiliated with plastic.
Yeah, Evan, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good. How are you guys?
Good, brother.
So, yeah, I work for a company out in Michigan that actually does some plastics. We work with a bunch of different companies, but I wish there was a point where we can get to a universal plastic, but all these companies require different materials, especially if you're working with aerospace companies, you're working with medical devices. I don't think there will ever be a universal plastic, but I wish we could get to that point.
But, the funny thing is, buddy, is, I don't know that it matters. Like somebody saying your car is over 70% plastic. I think what they're really talking about in the context of this story is the single-use plastic items. That really is that's what's filling up landfills. I mean, there's not, aeronautical parts aren't filling up landfills, but tens of millions of bottles used every minute across the world are doing that. That's really the big issue. If they could, if when it comes to packaging, if they could just come to a choice, this is the plastic formula that we're using. You can make it thinner, you can make it thicker, you can do whatever you want, but this is the formula, and it's the only one allowed. And by the way, they've done this in the chemical company before, because when Dow got busted for the PFAs, they made them change that. And that was a big part of their company. So that it can happen. It's just you need the right people lobbying for it. But if they could do one single thing and say, okay, this is the formula for plastic. You kind of take this formula. You can make it thin, thick, do whatever you want. But this is the only one you can use. Who knows what would happen in the next 20 or 30 years. Something's going to have to happen.
I just think that, I think we got here by going, how can we make more money off of our product?
Yeah, sure. There's no problem. But you have to understand, that happens in America all the time, and companies are told to regulate how they do that all the time. This is not even a regulation. This is just basically saying, hey, look, if we want to get a handle on this, there's a possibility we may have to come to a conclusion that everybody comes to an agreement that this is the plastic formula we use, and you can only use this formula. Again, you can make it as thick or thin as you want, but it has to be made out of this stuff because we know we can recycle that and use it for something else.
And you're telling me that's not regulation?
No, I did say that. I said it would be. It would be one of those regulations where you would just basically say, here's the formula, because we know across the US we can recycle this product. Now, that's never going to happen. I'm just saying theoretically that's what you'd probably have to do.
Do you remember in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart's brother, when he gets off the train, says, You want to know the future, my boy? The future is plastics.
That's absolutely right.
Because, it was such a game changer, for everything, for housewares. And I think it was, like a lot of things when it comes to humanity, we were so in love with the convenience and the ease, and that, we didn't ask those questions. Well, where is this going to go when it's no longer usable? What's it going to mean?
Yeah, but we've known for the I remember being in school in the 70s where they say, our teacher saying, the problem with plastics is they don't break down and they're here forever, and this is a problem, So it's like we've known it, but it's out of sight. We put it at the curb, a truck comes and takes it away, and
we've
then,
done our good thing.
And unless you're driving to the beach and you just happen to drive by the landfill, you don't really think about where all your garbage builds up.
Or, the other part, again, I keep referencing it, but the thing about that special that disturbed me the most and made me feel the saddest was seeing all of these American states on the side of those water bottle holders, from California, and all these people in this country think they're doing good by the planet, that they're doing their best.
Yeah.
And here is that bale just sitting in the middle of an Indonesian village, rotting, and if it isn't rotting, it's hurting the villagers with the burning plastic.
And it's Wednesday night. That means tonight I'm going to go home and I'm going to take my 2 green bins and put them at the curb.
Well, in Mount Dora, I will tell you that, and someone just texted us saying in Lake County, they make folks feel better by, having the yellow top garbage can for recyclables, the one for garbage. Yeah. They both go to the same incinerator. I'm okay with that. I'd rather have it be incinerated than end up in a landfill or in the water.
Yeah, it says here the plastics industry must stop lying to the public about plastic recycling. It does not work. It never will work, and no amount of false advertising will ever change that.
Amen.
By the way, you kept referring to the documentary. It was a Frontline documentary from a few years ago. It's called Plastic Wars. season. It was a 2020 season, episode 14, Plastic Wars, and you can actually watch it online.
Ross, can I ask you a question? Did you ever drink a soda out of a glass bottle other than the Mexican Coke that we get? As it's almost kind of like a novelty. Do you remember those days at all?
Yeah, I've had that before.
No, what I'm saying is, other than that one, have you ever had did you, back in the day when you were very, very young, were there still glass Coke bottles available like at convenience stores?
I don't know about I think, but I don't know.
Like the 20 ounce, a 16-ounce bottle, it would be a bottle.
Yeah.
I remember the Pepsi ones, and then they had the styrofoam on the outside. So just here's more environmental damage.
And the glass is recyclable, though, right? Isn't that a thing? Like you just melt it down and restart over again, right?
Yeah, but most recyclers hate glass. Because, again, there's the issue. You've got different kinds of glass. You've got brown-colored glass. You've got green-colored glass. Even paper. You know, if you have a paper bag that's got grease from food on it, you can't recycle that because they can't get the grease out of the paper pulp.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. What was it, Jack?
Yeah, that's why they don't take pizza boxes.
Exactly.
Like cardboard, newspaper, junk mail you can put in your recycling. At least you can in Seminole County, but no pizza boxes.
No pizza boxes.
All right, let's take a little break. Scott Maxwell up next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
It's another winning Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041. The clock is running. Find out and follow us on Instagram now for your chance to win today's prize. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, 417 is back up to speed northbound between OBT and the Turnpike from an earlier wreck there. Officials are also clearing a crash west on the 408 at Hiawassee Road. It's still very congested through this area, though. Westbound travel on I-4 is stop-and-go ride between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing eastbound delays, too, between Parr Street and Lee Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Sprouts Farmers Market. Sprouts Farmers Market is everything you love about a farmer's market. Open 7 days a week, rain or shine. Visit their Dr. Phillips location at Turkey Lake Road and Sam Lake Road for great prices on the freshest produce. Sprouts Farmers Market, where goodness grows.
Twitter poll now live, waiting for you to vote. It's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Follow us there. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Direct mortgage lenders, mortgages made easy, thanks to Brad Siebert and the team at We Are Not the Banks. Brad helped me through my refi several years ago. It was a quick process, got a great rate, and Brad let me know everything I needed every step of the way, explained it all, and it was fantastic. Got me a great rate as well. Brad and the team at We Are Not the Banks, they handle all types of buyers, whether you have good credit or even bumps in your credit, and all types of loans, VA, conventional, even jumbo and no income documentation loans. They've seen it all. They've handled it all. For all your mortgage needs, the website is wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 1169, equal housing opportunity.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month, and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Almost as much as we love sharing it with our guests. Welcome to Delicious. One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. It's delicious. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
It is one of the top 5 most important purchases you're going to make in your entire life.
International Diamond Center's Ryan McKellen talking about your engagement ring.
We take the time to make sure that you have that peace of mind in that purchase.
At IDC, peace of mind starts with a hand-picked certified diamond that is cut for maximum brilliance.
And when I put my diamond up against a diamond that you can find in almost any other retail location, we're going to end up beating the competition because our product stands out to the eye of the beholder. It sparkles more, it jumps off the ring, and just outperforms.
And to showcase that diamond, IDC has rings from premier designers like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dawsey, and many more.
IDC carries brands that other stores are not even allowed to carry.
And then you get the strongest warranties in the jewelry industry, backed by a family who stands behind every purchase for life.
Our integrity is paramount. We take care of your ring for life. We invite you in as an extension of our family, but you always know that you're getting top quality products. That peace of mind that the customer gets is unbelievable.
International Diamond Center for that once-in-a-lifetime purchase. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Attention Central Florida. AutoBuy, Google's #1 rated car buying company in the nation, makes it fast and easy to sell your car, truck, SUV, boat, or ATV. If it has wheels, we'll buy it. If it floats, we will buy it for the max. On the spot and in 20 minutes or less. Don't get misleading online offers that change when you get there. Call, click, chat, or come by to get your instant offer. It's that fast and easy, and you'll get the max. Plus, every in-person, no-obligation appraisal gets a $50 Amazon gift card. To get the max, visit AutoBuy. WePayTheMax.com.
Do you enjoy living in your backyard space? Is there a better time to start working on your outdoor kitchen? As we always, better living begins at home.
You can create your outdoor space with ease when you partner with S&W Kitchens.
They have an amazing team, concierge design, and installation services from start to finish. Also, prices are accessible and competitive with great financing options to help make your dream a reality. Why wait? Visit SNWKitchens.com to set up your free design consultation today. S&W, creating thoughtful, livable spaces.
iHeartRadio salutes the graduating class of 2022. Get your cap, your gown, because it's going down. A specially curated playlist featuring the biggest hits of this year you'll always be linked to. And it's not just about the class of 22. Download the free iHeartRadio app for the biggest hits from the year you graduated. 72, we got you. 95, you too. Plus, enjoy podcasts that'll help you map out your best life, whether you're just entering the real world or been here for a while. The free iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, have you heard of that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. You still have time for your 5 o'clock keyword, money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go over to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at that $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross are here every Wednesday, and we invite our good friend Scott Maxwell over from the Orlando Sentinel. You can find him there Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and, of course, always online on Twitter at Scott_Maxwell. Scott, how are you, buddy?
Doing spectacular. Better than now that I'm chatting with you guys, as always.
All right, very nice. Very nice. How was your day today? Was it good? The story got out a little late. Is there a reason for that?
Hey, Maxwell, what are you up to?
Slacker.
I mean, usually I've got your stuff like when I get up in the morning at like 5:30. First thing I see is Maxwell's been writing since 3:10.
We had a little health issue in the Maxwell household, and we were in the hospital last night. But we think everything's going to be okay now. So
was it you?
No, it was my son. He was there for a couple of days, but got discharged around 10:30 last night. So.
Oh, God, well, I hope everything's all right. Obviously, I was just joking.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jim. I'll make sure he knows you're concerned.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
Just like you to take that.
It was kind of a mess though, because he got admitted unexpectedly on Monday night, which was the same night my daughter graduated from college up in Flagler. So we had to make a decision which parent stays with the kid in the ER and which parent goes to see graduation. And I drove up and did graduation, and Cindy stayed home back with our son. So, but we're all right.
My goodness.
I think it's to be fine.
All right, good. Well, I'm glad everything's okay. I really didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was just joking.
And congratulations on your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
Yes.
And
What's
she going to do?
Magna cum laude. As a
Whoa. Taking it to the max. Well.
Yeah, she graduated with like a 3.9, and I was telling her that was like legitimately an entire point higher than I graduated college with. Like, I don't mean 0.1. Like I think mine was a 2.9 or something like that. So,
what is she going to do?
She is in. She got a theater management degree. She wants to ultimately like run her own theater at some point in time. She's going to spend her first year up at the up in St. Augustine, staying up there for the St. John's Arts and Cultural Council up there, where they working with them. So
cool, very cool, man. Well, that's very nice. She's got a path, and she's on her way, huh?
I think so. Yeah, that's an organization that does things like what the Orange County Arts Council does here. Like they fund things like the Fringe Festival, which NaomiBradshaw.com will be performing at very soon.
Also Deborah Roberts up there with the Vagina monologues as well.
Right, and Ross's brother. I think everybody except you and I have
You know, we even asked Ross. Ross, are you doing the late show again this year or not?
Yes, sir.
All right, you haven't talked about it much.
I mean, it's kind of a fringe show. It's a fringe show about fringe shows.
It is, and matter of fact, for Deborah, Ross, and everyone else from Real Radio who's going to be doing something at Fringe, you can go to realradio.fm/fringe, and the entire schedule is right there.
Nice.
Yeah. It is one of the cooler things that Orlando has going on every year. You have to go in with an open mind because you're going to see some crap. I mean, let's just be honest with it. Some of the stuff you're going to see is just weird. But there's also just some great stuff that takes off and becomes shows that end up running for a long time.
Well, how about Ross's brother's show, Six Guitars, has been running for over a decade, hasn't it, Ross?
Yeah, and it debuted at the Orlando Fringe, I think, in 2010.
So he debuts that show and then basically uses that show to make his living for the last, 12, 15, 20 years, whatever the hell it is.
Absolutely. It's sort of like a Sundance, for plays. And one of the cool things is, most anybody can get into it. Some of it is a lottery, so they let folks in, and you just sort of read the descriptions and see what you want to see. And I recommend going like 3 or 4 at a time, and something's going to be great. Something's going to leave you walking out going, I don't know what the hell that was. But it's a great mix of stuff. And,
like 2 or 3 of the best shows. Yeah, two or three of the best shows I've ever seen happen at Fringe. Our buddy Jeff Jones does the animatronicans.
Yep.
And those shows those shows are brilliant. Yeah, Doug. I mean, they're absolutely brilliant. They're so well written. They're so well put together. It's as good as it gets. It is a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that.
Another guy who did a show that was a friend of the station is Michael Wanzi. Did one that was his own life story, and at first I thought, this is going to be a little self-indulgent, but it was a hell of a show because Wanzi was just as brutally candid about his own flaws as he is about anybody else.
So real quick on that was one of my favorite Fringe shows of all time. It was just, I was so blown away by that. But he has part 2 coming up in this year's Fringe. So, OrlandoFringe.org, and you can get all the details there about the schedule, the buttons, and everything.
And Jack, you can correct me if I get any of this wrong, but like one of the things that Wanzi sort of cops to is he's got a foot fetish. he's got a foot fetish with younger dudes. And
isn't that right, Jimmy?
Scott, we don't listen, buddy. Maybe I haven't talked to you about this. We don't really bring up Michael's foot problem or issue or thing.
I think Scott might have been at the same party that Jim was when Wanzi attacked Jim's foot.
Let's just say I was targeted.
Your hashtag me too.
Let's just say it was targeted, and I've never felt more like a piece of meat in my life.
This was a Christmas party at my house, Scott.
Oh.
And we haven't.
happened-
I don't think
it
we've had a
happened
Christmas party since.
It happened twice then.
Oh yeah. Also at the Hard Rock, right?
No. At that one time we did the Christmas Carol out of that theater at Disney. We did it 1 year out there at a theater at Disney.
All right.
And we were
that
all
was that scene where Ebenezer starts licking between the big toe and the little.
something like that.
Okay.
It was the Ghost of Christmas Toe Jam.
So
but
if you're interested more about Wanzi, you can go to OrlandoFringe.org.
but to his credit, like he talks about this and he's not spit shining it in the show. He's like, hey, you know what? This has been an issue for me at different times in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was interesting because we were just sitting there and he kept staring. And I was like, what's going on? He goes, feet, just feet. And I'm like, I'm going. We'll see you guys later. I'm going to sit in the 7-Eleven parking lot and you just call me when my ghost comes up.
See, that wasn't my experience. So whenever you get a foot rub from Wanzi, it's called going down to the pumpkin patch. And I enjoyed my trip down at the pumpkin patch. He rubbed my feet. It was live on stage in front of about 300 people, and I would give it like 8-9 stars.
Look, I experienced it before he created his grooming language.
Yeah, I think, Ross, there's a term for victims who've been sort of duped into thinking that they got the good end of the stick there. I don't know.
I got it from my mom. I enjoy a good foot rub.
Right. Yeah.
Use the cream.
All right, win-win, sounds like.
Well, Scott, you did write about something this week and today.
Oh, yeah.
Was it about feet rubbing?
It was not. I was writing about, you may have seen that for quite some time, local leaders have been talking about wanting to raise sales taxes. And there's now going to be a vote this November to raise the sales tax by 1 penny in Orange County, to raise what will be billions of dollars for transit and transportation needs. And I do not argue with Mayor Jerry Demings that there is a need for this stuff. We have one of the most underfunded bus systems in America. We have really a sad shell of a rail system that only runs, north and south and not on nights and weekends. It's not conducive for a lot of locals to use stuff. And our roads are an absolute mess. However, after a lot of really deep thought on this, I cannot get behind this sales tax push until and unless they do something we have talked about on this show for years, and that is start spending some of the hotel taxes on things this community needs. Because what's happened is they keep expanding the convention center by another 1 million square feet over and over again. It is 7 million square feet. It's one of the largest complexes on planet Earth, not just in Florida.
It is
on planet
Earth. It is one of the biggest buildings on planet Earth.
It absolutely is. And so we have this great convention center, and great might be in the eye of the beholder, and a bus system that people have to ride 3 hours a day to get from their homes in Ocoee to go clean hotel rooms on I-Drive. And myself and a number of others have been saying for years, we don't need to raise taxes.
Right.
We can use some of this existing hotel tax money. And they've said, no, we won't do that. And now they're trying to come at locals to sort of pick our pockets. And I just, the sort of the equivalent that I've drawn is it would be like if you had a kid and the kid really wanted something and he kept spending his money on candy, and you said, quit spending your money on candy, and he kept doing it. And then he came back to you and said, you know what? I need you to give me more allowance for the things I really need. You tell your kid to piss off. I mean, come on.
Quick like.
So
it is interesting, though. I bet if you asked that area down there if they wanted to secede from Orlando, they probably would. Because I don't even really think they really concern themselves with the actual people who live here. They really don't. Beyond, I would say, Conroy Road, anything north of Conroy on I-4, I would think that most people who run businesses or have interest in the I-Drive corridor in those areas do not give 1/4 of 1 F about anybody who actually lives in the city of Orlando.
Well, that is certainly the approach they have taken, because it has been the tourist industry that has absolutely led the fight to keep this hotel tax exclusively on things like Visit Orlando campaigns and the convention center. And this is not the way other tourism communities do it. In Las Vegas, 2 decades ago, that community said, you know what? tourism has been great to our city, just like it's been great to Orlando. But man, tourism puts a strain on your resources. It strains the cops, it strains the roads, it strains your transit. So years ago, 2 decades ago, they started siphoning off some of that money from hotel taxes in Vegas to spend it on things local communities, their local community needs. They even use it on schools out there. There has never been this kind of, to your point, Jim, we're all in this together attitude here in Orlando. And one of the points I made is out in Vegas at one point in time, man, the mob is like tied up with the hotels and the casinos, the history out there. And even they're willing to share because they see some, but here, Mickey's got more power than the mob does out in Vegas. So.
Yeah, there's no question, man. I mean, and you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Absolutely. So right now, the hotel tax raise is expected to raise about $300 million a year. And the bulk of it goes to never-ending expansions of the convention center and for Visit Orlando. They just announced another campaign as much as $60 million a year. I got a problem with that to begin with. Every other industry, including yours and mine, when you need to market yourself, you use your own money. That's every small business owner in Florida. When they have to do marketing, they use their own money. Tourism is one of the only ones where we take taxpayer dollars and subsidize their bottom lines. And these companies don't need it. Disney and Universal don't need taxpayers to run their ads for them.
And only a small portion of the community actually gets to be a part of that. I mean, that really benefits from that. Only a really small part of the portion. So you're paying all this money, and really the majority of Orlando does not benefit from those breaks and from that money being spent.
And who does benefit is primarily low-wage jobs. You know, there are a lot of people who say, well, all this money comes back in spades to this community. That's baloney. I mean, first of all, just think about another community. Haiti's number one, industry is tourism. You tell me if you think that's a utopia, if that's got a great quality of life down there. Tourism primarily brings low-wage jobs. As a result, as we've discussed before, Orlando is dead last, 50th out of 50 when it comes to median wages. If spending money on tourism should make your community perfect, we would be perfect. And one of the other numbers I think people forget is they sometimes point to conventions and say, well, look how many people it brought in. And in fact, just last week, they talked about a healthcare information convention that brought in 29,000 people. And they say, well, that's why we spend millions of dollars, because it brings in 29,000 people. Jim, let me tell you something. 29,000 people would be a lot of people in Peoria, Illinois. 29,000 people is a slow day at Epcot in Orlando. Seriously, every one of Disney's 4 parks brings in more people every day on an average than that convention does. And you know what? Disney brings in those people by spending their own money, because that's the way private markets are supposed to.
And that's what I'm talking about. And those people stay down on iDrive, and they spend money on iDrive restaurants. And again, that benefits a few people down on iDrive. For the people who live in Orlando and have restaurants up here on 1792 and restaurants up here on Highway 50 and restaurants in Azalea Park and Baldwin Park and Altamont, that doesn't really benefit those people at all. They don't come down here. They're not coming into Orlando to experience the local flavor. They're staying out there by the parks. And look, they have all the incentive because the parks are designed to do that. The thing that kills me is that they don't need it. I think that's the thing that I don't understand of this all. Like, if they stopped advertising now, it'd be like being the only crack dealer in the neighborhood. Do you think there's going to be a big mystery of where to get the crack? There's not. Like, there's not a big mystery about what Orlando offers. Everybody knows what is here. And everybody knows where the other places where there are Disney parks or Universal parks. And that's it. There's like 5 places on planet Earth that have it. And we're the number one of those. It's not going to go missed. You don't have to spend $60 million to remind everybody that Orlando's around. Guess what? They know. They got kids. They get it. They see the movies. They know, man. You don't need that. I do not understand. I've never understood the state not using its leverage. I mean, I didn't want it to come down this way, but you and I have talked about this for years as well. Eventually, we knew it was going to come to a head. Eventually, it had to happen. You just can't use leverage like that over and over and not expect something to happen back. It just doesn't work like that. There is no utopian business society in that nature. It doesn't work. Anyway.
And if you want to make an argument that the marketing, first of all, I don't think most people would argue that the ad campaigns by Visit Orlando or Visit Florida are what draw people to Orlando. You know, it's not Pitbull doing his Sexy Beaches video that's bringing here. It's when Universal opens a new Harry Potter world, when Disney opens a new Star Wars galaxy, when Carnival or Royal Caribbean debut a new ship. But even if you want to make the argument that spending money to tell people in Colorado or Arizona that we got stuff going on here, then great. Then the industries that profit off of that should be the ones that spend their own money on that marketing, just like every other industry does.
Yeah. Well, you're getting the playoff music. Is this an Orlando thing?
Oh, this is Pitbull. Sexy Beaches Hotels.
Oh, is that what it is?
That was $1 million of your tax dollars on this.
Yeah, we spent $1 million on this. And then it was, didn't he just like revamp a song he already had?
Yeah, I think this was already out there, but he hashtag visit FL to go with this.
Somebody just called him up, hey man, I want to make $1 million in like 30 minutes. You get the master of that one song. Can you say Florida 4 times? Enjoy your Maybach.
And I got to tell you, I will be surprised if this thing passes. I think, if you also think about the other things that we've talked about in recent weeks, they're promising the money will go to transit and sort of rail and buses, which we really need, the workers need. I like that idea, but we've seen promises fall short on the Split Oak Preserve and other things. We've seen them funnel money to Universal for a new road. I don't think this community has earned that trust. And that was my point is I think you need to earn that trust before you go asking residents to dig deeper into their own pockets. I guess they could all surprise me if Jerry Demings and Buddy Dyer get together tomorrow and say, you know what, we are going to diversify hotel and maybe we'll do a half-penny sales tax instead. Maybe I could get behind that. But boy, they've been saying now isn't the time to do that for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, Scott, always good talking to you, buddy. Again, you can find him Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays right there on the pages of the Orlando Sentinel, orlandosentinel.com to get your subscription. Do that. Support these guys. Not to mention the paper is cool. A lot of cool stuff in there, including our friend Amy Drew Thompson, Mike Bianchi in there as well. You can also find him on Twitter at Scott_Maxwell. Scott, have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
You guys take care.
Come on, dance party, Scott.
Come on, go for it.
Ooh.
God, I hear this. I just want to move out.
We all do.
I want a freak, not a soulmate. Welcome to Florida. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Load 'em up. Trivia is next. Paul McCartney tickets on the line.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. We have a prize. You have a phone. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
According to reports, Nikola Jokic is your NBA MVP, beating out Joel Embiid to claim his second MVP crown. Jokic is now the 13th player in league history to win back-to-back MVPs after leading the Nuggets despite missing his star point guard, Jamal Murray. He also became the first player in league history to score 2,000 points, grab 1,000 rebounds, and record 500 assists in a single season. I'm Chris Collinsworth.
Staples Print and Marketing Services help small business print big with wide format signs and banners. Right now, get $10 off custom printed signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. Offer ends 7/2. Visit staples.com/thisisyoursign for details. This is your sign to print big at Staples.
Protect your family is more than just a slogan. That's an absolute fact. A home with a fence is 5 times less likely to get broken into. A Mossy Oak fence is added security that you can count on. And our friends over at Mossy Oak are fence freaks. Freaks on your quality, your satisfaction, and certainly your security. The skilled craftsmen, they use the very best materials, and they set it in wet mix concrete for maximum stability and security. It's Mossy Oak Fence, providing security to families since 2007. And they can help you like they helped me. Just visit mossyoakfences.com.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trendley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trenley Kramer, TK Law, OneFirmForLife.com.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on May 21st and 22nd at the Hyatt Regency Orlando to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source, May 21st and 22nd, the Hyatt Regency Orlando. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
Hey, Central Florida, don't you miss when life was easy? I sure do. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put just $1 down, and you're done. You could drive a new Mitsubishi today, like the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Has buying a car been a hassle in the past? We've got the one and done solution for every situation. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Nervous about past credit mishaps? One and done. It's that easy. So ditch your old ride, regardless of miles or condition, and drive a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all the cars online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit and $1 down required bank approval. Stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 72 months at 5.9 APR. Offer expires on May 31st, 2022. Visit rchill.com for details.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these Small Business Month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from anywhere. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to refresh your business tech with these Small Business Month specials. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month, and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Man, Jimmy, anytime anybody brings any strange animals on the show, you ask if it's a delicacy anywhere. That's all you ever think about is food, huh? This is Animal House, not Primetime Kitchen, man. Come on. Sean Dayton.
I think I've asked it twice, right?
Sir. I think it might be more.
Yeah.
It's an interesting question, though. I mean, did you ever wonder that?
No.
Really? You never wondered if somebody ate a monitor lizard for their food source?
Because I'm sure someone has.
Yeah, no, but I didn't know if there's a certain country where it was like one of those things where they consumed, monitor lizards. You never know.
I like the question.
Yeah.
I just know that it's one of your go-tos.
Yo, can I eat that?
Listen, can I tell you something? I saw that lizard's meaty ass leg, and I'm like, I could do something with that.
Yeah,
I can do something with that. All right, 407-916-1041. Thanks so much for listening to the show today. We deeply appreciate that. Welcome back. I am Jim, Deb, and Jack sit right over there. Let's find out what Ross has in the sauce jar. No big secret today, though.
All aboard!
Chugga, chugga.
Choo, choo. Clickety clack.
Yay, love the commitment.
I have a pair of tickets to see the legend himself, Paul McCartney.
What?
On the Got Back tour that's going down May 28th at Camping World Stadium. Tickets are available over at Ticketmaster.com, so you can get your tickets right now. Or you can go ahead and play trivia and win on the Jim Colbert Show, because we have 2 more opportunities. Tomorrow trivia, Friday trivia. It's going down. Paul McCartney tickets. You may have heard of them. That is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. You know, it's a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company that can handle your move, be it local or long distance, residential or commercial, doesn't matter. Oh, but it does matter if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, because you will get a discount. Book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO Moving.com. Jim, the delicacy, back to you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate that. Ross, who goes first today?
Man, let's welcome Stephanie on line 2.
Line 2. Stephanie, how are you today?
I am doing great.
Are you now? Do you want to win tickets to go see Paul McCartney?
I would love to.
Would you like to play a little game with us?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Want to play a game?
All right, Steph, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of them isn't true. If you can find it, off to the sauce jar and to Paul McCartney you go. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. On this day in 2000, the year 2000, the population of India officially hit 1 billion. On this day, 20-plus years ago, India hit the 1 billion mark. Here are 3 fun facts about India and one very crowded lie. Number 1, India is the wettest inhabited place on Earth. Number 2, as a young man in India, your belt is how you show young ladies your financial status. Number 3, shampoo was invented in India. And lastly, India was the first country to refine and consume sugar. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with the shampoo.
No, that's true. India was the country that invented shampoo. It's actually called champoo, CHAMPU, or to massage. There you go.
Wow.
Absolutely true. India now, the home of shampoo. Ross, who is next, my friend?
Let's welcome Chris, line 1.
Chris, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Just here to play a game.
All right, buddy. Try to get you into Paul McCartney. We're talking about India today. Tell me which one of these is not true. Number 1, India is the wettest inhabited place on Earth. Number 2, as a young man in India, your belt is how you show young ladies your financial status. And lastly, India was the first country to refine and consume sugar.
I'm going with number 1.
Number 1 is absolutely true. India is the wettest inhabited place on Earth. More rainfall than anywhere else.
Wow.
The puzzle master.
Feeling kind of flexy. Who is next?
Puzzle master.
He's flexy, and let's welcome Gloria.
Gloria. How you doing, Gloria?
I'm
she's so happy.
How are you guys?
All right. Gloria, we're doing fine. You have a 50-50 shot at going to see Paul McCartney. Are you ready?
Yep.
Number 1, as a young man in India, your belt is how you show young ladies your financial status. And lastly, India was the first country to refine and consume sugar.
It's the belt.
It is the belt. You're the winner.
It's the belt.
Yay! And she said that like she knew.
You are headed to go see Paul McCartney. Have a great time, okay?
Oh, my God. I went to The Who last month, and it was awesome.
Awesome. Well, we're excited. Your classic rock shows continue. Your tour's on. You're going to Paul McCartney courtesy of the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
great
Thanks for listening.
time.
We deeply appreciate that. I wanted her to win. I mean, that's how excited. That's how you do
Poor
it.
Owen. You want to talk to Owen?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Owen.
Owen.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, don't apologize. I didn't do
we're
anything.
sorry, man.
I'm sorry. But look, we'll do it again tomorrow, then we'll do it again Friday. You still have a chance to call in, buddies, but thanks for trying. We appreciate it.
And Owen, don't take it personally that Jimmy was rooting for Gloria, okay?
It kind of was a little bit. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm glad she won. She sounded thrilled to death.
Oh, listen to them.
See, now he's a sweetheart.
Well, he's got 2 more chances this week to try and win your own pair, Owen.
Try.
So, Owen, the next 2 nights, and also if you hop over on Real Radio's Instagram page, you have a shot at John Mulaney tickets. That is up for grab for Winning Wednesday. We're giving away a pair of tickets to see John Mulaney tomorrow night. He's going to be out at UCF, so you can win those tickets on our Instagram page, Real Radio 1041.
Very, very funny guy, by the way. Before we get to Ross' thoughts, let's find out a couple other things. India was the first country to refine and consume sugar.
Wow.
The board game Chutes and Ladders originated in India as a game called Snakes and Ladders.
Ooh.
India was the first country to mine diamonds.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. The homes in the village of Shawnee. Oh, man. The homes in the village of Shawnee Shingnapur have no doors or locks.
Yeah.
No, I got that one. Yeah. In other words, the homes in this village have no doors or locks, and they haven't had a crime for 400 years.
Whoa.
India currently has the tallest statue in the world. The Statue of Unity is a tribute to independence leader Sardar.
Oh, no.
I will just tell you, this guy's last name is, I'm not lying, the letters BH appear twice back to back. How do you pronounce that?
I mean,
wait, let me look it up.
I don't know,
Lord.
but I can't wait for you to try.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Hubba.
India has the largest population of vegetarians. An estimated 25% of the country, or over 250 million people, only consume vegetables. And actually, there's a large pescatarian community there as well that don't eat anything other than like fish or, fish. And then lastly, and I couldn't think of the other thing I was going to say, but I don't think they eat shellfish. The Chenab Bridge in Jammu, India, is the highest rail bridge in the world, almost 1,200 feet up in the air. Ross, what's coming up for thoughts?
Guys, we need to talk about the power of advice.
The power of advice.
The power of advice. I see a lot of people not enjoy advice. I'm here to tell them you're wrong.
Okay, good. I love this. I love this idea. I cannot wait to see where you're going with it. That's next here on the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
It's another Winning Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041. The clock is running. Find out and follow us on Instagram now for your chance to win today's prize. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Big problems eastbound on the 408 at Kirkman Road. We have a wildfire going on out there and 2 lanes are blocked, so avoid this area right now. Southbound delays continue on the turnpike. It's heavy between 417 and US 192. We're seeing delays too heading west on I-4 between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound slow too between Cayley Avenue and Colonial Drive. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Gas prices are high, so ride Amtrak and fuel your adventurous side without breaking your travel budget. Amtrak gets you there with more money in your wallet. Book in advance and save up to 20% at Amtrak.com. Restrictions and exclusions apply.
Now is the time to buy your windows at FAS Windows and Doors. You buy your windows at FAS now, lock in your price. They have the largest window and door showroom in Central Florida with 38 unique windows on display ready for you to operate right in Winter Park, right off I-4, right there on Fairbanks. The windows and doors are built with impact-resistant glass to give you security, noise reduction, and maximum efficiency. I love my windows from FAS Windows and Doors, and I've had them, I don't know, at least 8 years now. They're fantastic. Estimates are always free at FAS, plus you get a lifetime warranty on the product. And if you act now, you have rebates available of $55 per window and $95 per door. It's FASWD.com. Great people, great product, great for you. It's FASWD.com.
I could ask my family for money, and I'm sure they'd help me out, but I'd rather depend on me.
An Amscot cash advance could mean up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. Get started at Amscot.com.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Most politicians are just show ponies, but Wilton Simpson is a workhorse. Conservative, Republican, fifth-generation Floridian, Simpson's a lifelong farmer who shoots straight and gets things done, like educational and economic opportunity. As Florida's Senate president, Wilton Simpson worked side by side with Governor DeSantis. Simpson fought and won more rights for parents, more choices for kids, and was named champion for school choice. When some politicians wanted lockdowns that threatened our economy, our kids' educations, and our constitutional rights, Wilton Simpson led the charge to keep Florida free and open. Simpson's endorsed by Governor Ron DeSantis, 59 sheriffs, and President Donald Trump. Workhorse Wilton Simpson, the conservative who gets things done. Candidate, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture. Sponsored by Grow Florida.
Pink Floyd's Roger Waters. This is not a drill.
We're doing a show in the round. It's something new. I look forward to the challenge.
Featuring his songs from the golden era of Pink Floyd. August 25th, Amway Center. Tickets at RogerWaters.com.
This is not a drill.
Are you overpaying on your car loan? Consumer Reports found that the majority of people are. And that's where Upstart comes in. Borrowers save an average of $80 every month by refinancing at a lower interest rate. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto is quick, easy, and won't impact your credit score. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto and start saving today. Savings are estimated based on all consumers who were approved for a car loan through Upstart and accepted their final terms.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland, but you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers, the farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard, even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Almost as much as we love sharing it with our guests. Welcome to Delicious. One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef. It's delicious. That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Come on in and let us serve you with a smile that stretches from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these Small Business Month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from anywhere. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to refresh your business tech with these Small Business Month specials. Dell recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on May 21st and 22nd at the Hyatt Regency Orlando to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source, May 21st and 22nd, the Hyatt Regency Orlando. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey guys, just wanted to check in from Charlotte, North Carolina today, and man, was it nice to get on that plane this morning and not have to wear a mask. Peace.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful spot up there. 407-913. I'm gonna go in there this summer, actually.
Beautiful spot.
407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We deeply appreciate it, as we do every single day. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack sits right there.
Good evening. Beautiful spot.
It is such a nice spot, isn't it, Jack?
It is.
It is.
And, of course, Ross has some thoughts.
Shoot the gap. Oh, boy.
It's weird.
I love it so much.
It's funny.
We're going to do
a
this.
golf company called Shoot the Gap.
Oh, I like it.
Spelled like sauce.
Now why'd you let that leak out?
It's Ross Thoughts.
We'll dump that.
Ross Thoughts is brought to you by Mills Air. They saved my life, and they can save your life as well. I probably should also they saved my life by giving me air conditioning as I live in Florida, an absolute necessity.
That qualifies.
That qualifies.
It is just like CPR.
Because if you don't have AC in your Florida home, it's not going to end well. It's going to end with somebody with bruises.
I wish they did automotive air.
So I open up Ross Thoughts with a piece of advice because Mills Air. Go check out Mills Air. If you need air conditioning, hit them up. But power of advice. The power of advice. I always see this, and I just always passionately disagree when people get advice and then they get angry from the person who gave the advice.
Okay, so give me a scenario there, because I'm not sure. I want to make sure I follow you 100.
So I see this all the time in stand-up comedy. If if I did a set and a newer comic walked up to me and was like, "Hey, what do you think? Here's a tag for that bit that you did." I've seen a lot of performers and entertainers go, "This guy's a year in, 2 years in. What does he know? He's in no position to give me advice." While if that same piece of advice was given by somebody who's 30 years into the stand-up game, in the stand-up comedy hustle, then all of a sudden,
for 20 years.
It's celebrated. It's,
right,
oh my God, I can't believe he or she gave me that piece of advice. And
you would tell that story for years. The time that so-and-so came up and gave you a tag for a joke.
Jim Jeffries gave me a tag.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, but it was also something that I know for a fact, a 2-year performer, 1 year, a month. Somebody who doesn't even do stand-up could have easily said his tag on one of my jokes. It wasn't anything crazy, complex. In fact, it was really simple, and it kind of made me mad that I had not thought about that. So, advice. I recently gave advice, and some of the best highs I have experienced in life is giving people who are close to me advice and them agreeing and implementing that advice. I don't think there's anything better so far.
Let me ask you a quick question, though. I want to just, again, to clarify before we move forward. Is this advice that people are asking you, or advice that you feel like you need to offer? Because I think those are two completely different scenes.
So that's another thing, too, is that I think people, like, sure, are there more appropriate times for advice? Absolutely. If I recently just heard is that You know, if you're out on a golf course and you see this guy absolutely pissed off, angry, you probably don't want to give him advice right then and there. He's going to swing his driver at you, and now you have a broken shin, 911, you're off to the hospital with a baby limp.
This is where I learned the most valuable lesson about that is on the golf course. I offered a swing tip to somebody, and they abruptly said, man, I don't need your help.
Oh,
and I mean, it was just that quick, and I was just like, you got it, man, no problem. And to be honest with you, I felt like the dick because, you know, you're right. Unless somebody really asks you, hey, man, do you see anything here or whatever, you should just keep your mouth shut, really.
But that's the thing, is that is also, to each their own, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
kind of the point of this whole spiel that I'm dropping here, is that you have the power of saying no. In that situation, I would also tell that guy, I was like, that doesn't even need confrontation. You don't need to confront that. You get to hear whatever that person said and then just simply move on.
Why use it?
People get butt hurt all the time over someone sharing or giving advice. It's just 2 cents. You have the power of being able to say yes or no at the end of the day.
Do you feel it? Do you feel like you should offer? I mean, do you feel like you're making a statement about your position in life as opposed to someone else's when you offer them advice on something? If I voluntarily say to you, "Hey, man, just a heads up," you know, boom, 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 and then, you know, you don't even feel like I'm worthy to be able to give you advice on that level, on that particular thing.
I think everybody is worthy of giving advice. I believe that. I think because then it's on the person who's listening to said advice to implement it or not. That's the only option after giving advice or receiving advice, is that somebody who knows nothing can still observe the same way you observe with a whole different set of eyes.
Why are you giving advice to someone who doesn't ask for it?
I'm not. No,
Isn't it more of an extension of your ego, and where you feel that you have to?
There he is.
Where you have to. No, I'm being serious. Where you have to kind of let them know that I know what's best here, and you should do it my way.
I'm not saying you have to do it this way. In a lot of hypothetical advice situations, it never comes from, hey, you have to do it like this.
Yeah. I understand.
Very rarely is it ever like that.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. Like, you know, I mean, again, you use the golf course analogy. You see somebody, they hit the same shot 15 times in a row, and you just go, hey, man, you may want to weaken your grip a little bit. You know, it's just a suggestion or whatever. You know, they don't have to take it. You're right. But sometimes that could be, again, it could just be taken like, but most people just go, either they do or they don't. I mean, I don't, you know.
And then that also brings me to this next thing as we wrap this up. I'm 32. You guys are a little bit older than I am.
Thank you for playing that carefully.
By a couple of months.
Good job.
And by a couple, I mean...
Shut up.
What's 20 times 12?
Okay, buddy.
You want some advice? Stop there.
Carry the two.
You want some advice? Stop there.
220 months-ish. Deb's
Okay,
like
very
4. But I was wondering, what advice would you give a 32-year-old version of yourself? Because I caught myself thinking about what advice would I give 10 years ago me. Right?
Buy Apple.
Man, I mean, without getting you, I mean, there are some things like that when you would apply that you probably, that I know I can't talk about on the air.
Yeah,
I mean, like
here.
you, when you say that, like, what would I tell my 32-year-old self? I can't say that on the air. I can't.
No
say
names
that on the air. No. I can't. You know,
why?
Man.
Lord, I got divorced. At
you know,
32.
they're just, you know. They're just things that, you know, you
live it, and then you can give the advice.
I'll tell you, here's what I'll give you. Take more time before you start dating after a divorce.
Take more time.
Like if I got divorced and I dated somebody way too quickly. I got into another relationship way too quickly, and that was a detriment, a big one. That was a problem. So, you know, I would say if you're doing that, if something happens, I mean, that's weird to give somebody divorce advice who's about to get married, but, you know, that's one of those things. I mean,
don't do it.
Yeah.
Screw you.
I don't know career advice I give myself. I don't know about any of that stuff. I mean, you know, Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough question. That's harder than the special question.
Your buy Apple answer, I don't think it works because that's like a time machine advice. That's.
You're saying what advice would I give to my 32-year-old self?
Yeah, life advice.
Yeah, like wisdom.
Yeah.
You're going with buy Apple.
Yeah,
it's super smart. Actually, I should have said that very thing.
I mean, it is. I guess.
I know that's not what you're talking about, though.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, also give your younger self an almanac and enjoy Back to the Future yourself.
What would it be for you, Deb? What would you tell your 32-year-old self?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one because 32 is a pretty pivotal age for me. Like I said, I got divorced.
And the problem is, you know what happens a little bit, so you're only comparing that against what you already know to be the truth.
Well, it's almost like, what would I tell myself to avoid some of that pain?
Yeah.
And then the question is, would I have listened?
Yeah.
And the likelihood is not.
Ross, have any of us given you advice that you don't think you needed?
Not to my knowledge, especially in this world of, radio. Because I walked in pretty... What's the term?
Green.
Green. Yeah, there it is. Very green. Still, honestly, vibrant green right now. Neon.
You're doing just fine.
I feel that way, and it's been 32 years.
Yeah, I don't know the rules.
Let me hit you. I can't do the 32-year-old thing for you, but what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh man, the first thing that I would say is that you cannot get too sad. And don't get, more importantly, this would be the big piece of advice, don't get too happy. You have to find a balance. You can't, in the same way, it's really easy to look at somebody and go, don't get too mad. Don't dwell on that. But the best piece of advice that I can give anybody is that also don't get too happy because that's not forever. You're going to have to keep going through the bad to keep making that better, even better than what you've experienced.
I don't trust people who are happy all the time.
It's weird, man. I
don't trust people who purport to be happy all the time. I do not trust. That is the biggest lie they're telling everybody and themselves, even worse.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Perpetually happy people can kiss my ass.
You know what? And when I'm in my home, I am one of those always happy people.
There you go.
Because, dude, I got an AC unit. I got that. I paid for that from Mills Air. I got a carrier unit, 15 SEER. Every night I go home and I look at my fiance and I go, hey, look at that. We did that. Yeah. And by we, I mean Mills Air, because there's no way I would have ever been able to do that. They installed it
running
in my old home, which wasn't even accommodating for an AC unit. They had to move some mountains, and mountains they moved. And that's exactly what 30 years of experience will get you. Mills Air is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. It's amazing how quiet that unit is. But if you don't have Carrier, don't worry, because their techs can service any brand out there, so don't worry. But if you do have a Carrier, turn to the experts at Carrier. Call today, Mills Air, 407-277-1159, or hit them up online, millsair.com. Jim, those are your Ross thoughts. Those are accept advice. Learn from it. You can always say no. I'm out. Peace.
All right, buddy. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Big problems eastbound on the 408 at Kirkman Road. We have a wildfire going on out there and 2 lanes are blocked, so avoid this area right now. Southbound delays continue on the turnpike. It's heavy between 417 and US 192. We're seeing delays too heading west on I-4 between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. Eastbound slow too between Cayley Avenue and Colonial Drive. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Truly Nolan. Termites can tunnel for years without a peep, unless you've invited Truly Nolan to chase down and eliminate the problem. With Truly Nolan's Total Termite Protection Plan, there's no escape. For a free inspection and $100 off termite control, visit TrulyNolan.com.
Man, here in Central Florida, it is vital you have an AC company that knows what they're doing. You just heard Ross tell a story. That's 100% true. That house is not built for a normal AC system. They 1159. Online, it's easy. millsair.com.
This portion of WTKS is brought to you by the Monster Jam World Finals on May 22nd.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anna John Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Some roads take us to where we want to go. Other roads lead to Mo. In a world full of dangerous roads, there's only one thing you need to know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Want to sell your car for top dollar at a dealership you can trust? Let Off Lease Only give you cash for your car today. At Off Lease Only, they pride themselves on offering drivers the biggest inventory of the most popular used cars updated daily. That means they're always looking for used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs just like yours. Whether you want to sell your car outright or trade it in for a newer model, Off Lease Only is here to offer you top dollar for your trade. Selection, convenience, value. Online at offleaseonly.com or in person at the dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high. Service is poor. And there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand, kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers. Want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's #1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Get more out of your day with Dunkin' Refreshers. More tropical flavors like mango, pineapple, and more ways to enjoy your favorite flavor of Dunkin' Refreshers. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade, so you can get more out of every moment. America runs on Dunkin'. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Speeding in work zones is not a vibe. But seriously, work zone speed limits are there for everyone's safety, including yours. Respect the cone zone by slowing down, putting away your phone, and giving workers a break. Because you know that driving safely is self-care. And we love that for you. And our roadway workers. We all deserve to make it home at the end of the day. Let's get everyone home safely, Florida. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Sure, you can use your phone to call a radio station, but iHeartRadio's revolutionized the way you talk to us. Introducing the TalkBack mic inside the free iHeartRadio app. Here's how to use it. Just listen to your favorite iHeartRadio station on the app. When you have something to say, tap the TalkBack mic and record your message. You can even listen back to make sure your message sounds perfect. After all, it could end up on the radio. Talk to your favorite iHeartRadio stations with one tap. Only on the free iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio. This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
I'm too flexy for my shirt. Too flexy for my shirt. Too flexy, it gotta hurt.
Man, that's nightmare stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep. Just fueling it, the old night terrors. With images of that dude dancing to that song. And an old burned out Denny's. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio. Thanks so much for listening. Don't forget, it's Winning Wednesdays. Jack?
Yeah, John Mulaney tickets. He's a comedian. He's funny. He's had a little controversy in his life the past year, and he's going to be on stage. And I have a feeling he might be talking a little bit about it. It's going to be out at the Edition Arena. That's at UCF. And you can win a pair of tickets. Just go to the Real Radio Instagram page. Follow Real Radio 1041 on Instagram. And then follow the steps there. You put your name in. You tag someone. You like the post. And, later this evening, we're going to be drawing one winner. They're going to get a pair of tickets to go to tomorrow night's show to see John Mulaney.
That's nice. John's a funny guy. Actually, one of my favorite specials is his New Kid in Town, I believe.
New Kid in Town is a great one. That's on Netflix. I saw him, the latest one, I saw him do live here at the Hard Rock, which was pretty good as well. I'm going tomorrow night. It's going to be fun.
Are you really?
Yeah.
God. You know what?
What?
My wife is going out with a friend for dinner tomorrow night. I don't know, dude.
Date night.
Who are you taking with you?
Right now, I don't have a date.
Do you have an extra ticket? You don't have to answer that. What's going on? Are you guys supposed to go?
I asked Ross if he wanted to go. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. He kind of twisting in the wind. He said, I'll tell you later.
I'll get another ticket if I want to. I know John. I can call him.
No, I out of the two, I do prefer you to go with Jack out than myself go out with Jack.
I'm not sure if that says something about him or something about me.
I know. I think we should delve into this. I've got some advice, Ross. Don't hold anything back. Your reasoning for this is really important for us to talk about. My advice would be to be honest with both of these guys. What is the reason why you would prefer Jimmy go with Jack than yourself?
They don't hang out enough.
Listen to the smart one on the show.
Well, the answer to that is that I would get more joy out of knowing that you two are hanging out.
No. That's a boyfriend answer. That's I don't really want to tell you the truth.
No, think about what was the last. I don't think they've ever hung out since the start of the show. Solo dolo.
Oh, look at that, facilitating your relationship.
No, we hung out at the condo all night. We swam together.
We were at a Home Depot together at the same time once.
We were in a sack race.
Yeah.
I like how Jack said that, like there was just like a coincidence.
Exactly.
I saw him at a Home Depot once.
I know that guy.
He's been to my house for poker. I've been to his house for poker.
Yeah.
But you guys haven't like solo doloed it, you know?
Ross's advice is for you guys to solo dolo it tomorrow night. Go see John Mulaney and have a great time.
Yeah,
I don't know what Deb's angle here is, but it's horrifying. Like I don't know what you're doing, but I feel violated.
Too flexy for my shirt.
Like Andi Dick's trailer.
No doubt, dude. What?
Did you guys hear the latest?
Holy!
Like this broke just a little bit ago. Andi Dick has been arrested. He's in custody because he apparently sexually assaulted some guy on a live stream from an RV
that he's been living in for quite some time, and this was all live streamed. His arrest. I don't know about the sexual assault, but this is felony sexual battery charges he's facing.
It says law enforcement sources tell TMZ that Andi Dick's been arrested for felony sexual battery on an adult male at the O'Neill Regional Park, which is an RV park. He claimed the comedian sexually assaulted him.
Yeah, they've asked for the victim's pants as evidence.
The arrest was streamed on Captain Content's RV live stream.
Oh, boy.
Dick and a group of live streamers have been living at the site in RVs for some time now. And it says sheriff deputies were seen entering his trailer and searching it after he was placed into custody. And they asked to collect the male victim's pants.
Ew.
This is not the first time this has happened. Apparently, he's had a welfare check on at his house because somebody pulled a gun or something. That guy is he's spiraled. He's done.
Yeah, he beat a boyfriend with a liquor bottle.
Oh yeah. He's a hot one. I did want to bring this story up because it's interesting. The Bitcoin thing is a big story right now. I don't know if you've heard. Bitcoin is down almost 50%, I believe. It's nearing that. It's getting close to that 30,000 per range, which, this thing was up at in the 70s at one point. But the big thing is, there are people out there still buying it, thinking, this is going to be the thing. And, it is still a little terrifying. Warren Buffett says he wouldn't own a quarter's worth of this stuff. So it's kind of it's an interesting take,
Yeah.
The most successful investment manager in the history of Wall Street says that he would not own any of this stuff. Now, again, he's also 90 years old and maybe just simply doesn't understand it. That's kind of hard to believe. He's a pretty learned fella.
Right.
But either way, this is a company we've talked about on the air a couple times. They made quite a bit of a statement today. They had a press release. Coinbase, of course, we're familiar with Coinbase, right? We talked about them on the air about opening up an account. Should be buying. We talked about the crypto thing for a little bit. It says here that Coinbase, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, says that its users might lose access to their holdings if the company ever goes bankrupt. Now, of course, this is one of those things. Well, and the reason why that's interesting, one of the things that Bitcoin offers as a monetary alternative is that it is completely, it's not owned, non-backed, non-bank. It's user protected, right? So in other words, you don't have FDIC insurance on any money that you may have in Bitcoin. It's not federally protected. If you have a bank account, something happens, up to $250,000, you can get back from the feds to make that right. With Bitcoin, you do not have that protection. And the other thing that's very interesting about Bitcoin is if your Bitcoin is in Coinbase and not in Coinbase's wallet, if this company goes out, you're done. Your money and your Bitcoin are considered Coinbase's assets. $256 billion in currencies and virtual coins these guys are managing. And if you don't have it in a protected wallet of some sort, it can go away. And he is basically warning people. And then at the end, he says, oh, I'm sorry I haven't mentioned this before. It seems like that would have been important considering that a lot of people would consider Bitcoin to be volatile.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think even now, right, Ross? Even though it's gone mainstream, countries have switched over to Bitcoin as their currency base. It's still considered a volatile thing to invest in, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's always been like that. But I'll say this. I feel very confident that it's going to come back.
Yeah, I do as well, because there are a lot of people still putting money in here. It says crypto enthusiasts have long heralded the decentralized movement as in a part to give people complete control and ownership of their finances. Not relying on banks, not having to pay fees, any of that stuff, and having more power over where the money goes, and things of that nature without giving up any privacy concerns. And, I can understand that. I think the technology is a little beyond me. And I'm a little terrified of it, to be honest with you. That's why I haven't put any money into it yet.
So the last time it was at this price was essentially December 2020.
Okay. So it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. That's the only reason why I bring that up, is that you would think that maybe, with all this tumbling and going down, you're talking 2015. You're talking, December 2020.
It says Bitcoin went below 30 today. It's at 28.9 right now.
Yeah.
So, for people who believe in this, obviously they're buying as much as they possibly can. Matter of fact, I saw today they're borrowing money to buy it. They believe in it that much. But it's plummeted the stock for Coinbase has dropped almost 25%.
Wow.
And he said there's no risk of bankruptcy now, but you need to understand. He's like making this declarative statement. Understand, if your money is in this certain area, it is gone if something happens here. So I just found that kind of interesting because this Bitcoin thing is very intriguing. And the reason why, because there's another money manager I was just paying attention to the other day who said, remember when the .com bubble busted? Everybody stopped believing in the value of the internet as an advertising medium and, how to make money. And then, of course, we know that was way wrong. Everybody was wrong. The internet is, one of the bases of our economic system here in the U.S. I mean, globally, actually.
All I know is that I'm probably going to buy some Bitcoin.
Do you have some now, though? Oh, no, did you sell your Ethereum?
I sold all of my cryptocurrency except one because I looked at, 2 G's and some change, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm walking out like a bandit.
Yeah.
And the best, speaking of advice, don't live in the world of what if when it comes to stocks and cryptocurrency because you will end yourself.
Yeah. You got to move.
I'm always going to be happy. I have came to grips with knowing that, like, oh, damn, I made, 4 digits, 2 G's, and I think it was like close to 2,100. It was like 2 G's, 40-something bucks or something. And I was ecstatic. I'm still happy about that. I made 2 G's out of thin air.
In a pretty short pretty short period of time,
yes.
too, correct?
Yeah. And then the only cryptocurrency that I have bought and I keep with, because this is one that I do believe in, is Ripple. I'm Team XRP. In fact, I have bought Ripple multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I am about that.
Jimmy, you don't have any crypto?
I have no crypto right now.
And Ross didn't invest in any?
No, he had it, but he sold it.
No, I mean for you, the money that you had given him, none of that went into crypto?
Yeah, we tried to do that. Where are we right now, buddy?
Oh, Jim.
Yeah, grab your phone real quick. Let's find out where my stocks are. Yeah, somebody actually asked about it.
Sorry, Ross.
Just real quick.
You know what you did. You did that on
I didn't
purpose.
know what
I did not. I just thought that some of that money went to crypto, but then I forgot it was all weed stock.
So
it went into Crippy.
From crypto to Crippy.
Crippy-to.
Jim, this is going to be painful, brother.
Okay, well, listen now.
I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm about to be uncomfortable as hell on air.
Are you Coinbase CEOing me right now? You're just basically letting me know that things can't be good. By the way, for people who are just tuning in or just kind of getting used to the show, I gave Ross about $500. What, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah, and you know what? We were looking real good.
I don't like the past tense there. Anyway,
a lot of past tense, Jim.
I gave him $500 to invest, and let's see where he was going on it. And so we're gonna. So we're gonna find out where my $500 is right now. $500.
Okay, just to let you
Ross,
know,
your maniacal Joker laugh is not making me feel at ease.
So all the companies that you also invested in.
No. Let's stop that real quick. You invested this money. I did not. I gave it to you to invest. This is like a little on-the-air bit broker thing we were doing just for some fun.
Yeah.
But these are your choices.
Yeah, but
his choices, but your investment.
Your money.
I understand.
Yeah.
His choices.
Yeah. His choices.
Fire away.
Oh, man.
And your choice to give him that responsibility.
And $500.
100%.
Okay, this one's going to sting here, Jim, but you got to hold on, dude. You got to hold.
Okay.
All right, I got
It's a long haul.
It's not
It's a marathon.
It's not a loss until you sell the stock.
You are correct. Okay, so
okay, think about that because these numbers are going to make you. I might not be here tomorrow. Numbers,
not over 500.
It's not. You gave me $500. We are.
Yeah, but now you owe him $5,000.
Was there a margin call? Am I bad?
It is. And also, just to let you know that whatever you're about to go through, I'm about 6 times worse.
Okay, that's fine. That does not make me feel better. It does not make me feel better that you're losing money. You losing money has nothing to do with my money.
Okay.
Those are mutually exclusive events.
Yeah. Go ahead. Throw him some digits so we can go to break.
Okay, so you bought one stock at $13.03.
$13.03, and I bought only 10 shares of that, right?
Yeah, you bought 10 shares of that.
And where is that $13.03 stock at right now?
3 cents.
I've been dreading this, man.
Sorry, Ross, man, I had no idea.
4.
It's at $4.
It's at $3.97. I rounded
It's
up.
at $3. So $3. So we're down. We're down
$90.
You're down. You're bleeding there. You're bleeding, but it does get a little bit better. I got the hard one out of the way.
Okay, the hard one's out of the way. So we went from 13 to 3. Not good.
No, not good at all.
Down a hundo there.
Okay, so you also bought another share that was at $13.90.
$13.90. Basically $14 a share. I know we bought 10 of those, is right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the $14 a share stock at right now, dog?
4.
So that one also
wait
is
he
down.
had two $14 stocks that are both $4 now?
Well, he rounded up to the first one.
One of them was $3 or $13, and
Okay.
But
so far I'm down $200 on my $500. I'm down $200.
Okay.
All right, let's rally.
Let's rally though.
Here we go, dog. Here we go. Let's rally.
You remember the big one?
Oh yeah.
You remember the big one? You
bought like one share of this, right?
Yeah, and this one's the one that I doubled down. So we are bleeding. We are drowning in our blood on this next one.
$130 a share or something, right?
No, $174.
$174. I bought $174 stock. Where, Ross?
And the last time we did this, that was the one that was like, yo, this stock is at $274. You're $100 up, even though the other two were bleeding. But now it's 122.
122. You down 50, so you're down 250. You lost. You only lost half your money. Look at the bright side. You still have the other half.
And that means we're still breathing, Jim. You gotta believe.
My advice.
Deb's big on the advice. I love it.
Yeah.
I would just ask my brother. He hated it.
All right, 407-916-104. Load them up for last call. Let's get out of here on a Wednesday.
Gotta hold on, Jim.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we've had this big ocean storm in the Atlantic making for a breezy time, as well as a cooler one. Beautiful day today. Tomorrow, though, there is a 30% chance for showers. Another breezy one, the high 83. It'll be followed by a slow but steady warming trend into the upper 80s Friday with afternoon thunderstorms possible Friday. For this weekend, low 90s. And for next week, it could be one of the hottest of the year with highs in the upper 90s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Racetrack.
Racetrack gas pump thought number 7. Because fueling up is the time to think about enjoying the best flavors of a cookout in my car? Yes, please. Try the new barbecue pulled pork sandwich and chicken pizza made with Sweet Baby Ray's for a limited time at participating locations. Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
And when the big box stores wanted to partner up with a bathroom remodeling company, they chose Rebath. Here's why. They have an incredible reputation, not to mention all the proper license and insurances. They're dependable. They have standards performance to make sure you get the bathroom you paid for on time every time. And one of the other reasons, Dave Denbauer, the guy who owns this company, is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. All he wants is for you to have a beautiful bathroom. The great thing is, he can do it. Visit the showroom. Very easy to find. 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. And when you walk in, you'll see some models set up. Those models are just to show you what the products look like. Every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom. The design team gets with you, and they kind of take everything in your home into consideration. Then they pick the products that really enhance that. They install them in just 4 to 6 days. They use their employees. When it's all said and done, lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And when you want to hop online, look at the before and afters, man. They are transforming people's bathrooms into gorgeous spa-like environments. They can do that for you as well. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
Most politicians are just show ponies, but Wilton Simpson is a workhorse. Conservative, Republican, fifth-generation Floridian, Simpson's a lifelong farmer who shoots straight and gets things done, like educational and economic opportunity, As Florida's Senate president, Wilton Simpson worked side by side with Governor DeSantis. Simpson fought and won more rights for parents, more choices for kids, and was named champion for school choice. When some politicians wanted lockdowns that threatened our economy, our kids' educations, and our constitutional rights, Wilton Simpson led the charge to keep Florida free and open. Simpson's endorsed by Governor Ron DeSantis, 59 sheriffs, and President Donald Trump. Workhorse Wilton Simpson, the conservative who gets things done. Candidate, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Sponsored by Grow Florida.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Do you like no-filter, full flavors? Smirnoff Ice Smash is a collision of delicious fruit flavors like strawberry and lemon or peach and mango in a premium malt beverage. Grab a can of Smirnoff Ice Smash at your local store today. Smirnoff Ice Smash, bold flavor for the people. Please drink responsibly.
1, 2, 3, 4. The legendary Paul McCartney got back live. A once-in-a-lifetime must-see event. Paul McCartney, performing a catalogue of music that's formed the soundtracks of our lives. One night only in Orlando. Camping World Stadium, Saturday, May 28th. Get tickets now at paulmccartneygotback.com.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. The show today. If you missed any of the segments or the entire thing, you can damn sure go to JimColbertLive.com and find it there, or you can break up the segments. Animal House, Savannah was on today from the Monsters in Gatorland. Their big Gator Palooza event is coming up. I think the Monsters are broadcasting there live on Friday, right?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
So they're going to be out there all day with a bunch of games and just ridiculous stuff like they do it. And she was great. She always is. Had that black-throated monitor with her today. You can also, Scott Maxwell's calls. We always break those apart. What are you laughing at, dude?
Pork Chop.
I love that.
The monitor's name was Pork Chop. Yep.
Ross Thoughts is...
The call with Scott Maxwell is posted, and it's up there now at JimColbertLive.com.
Try to get all the Ross Thoughts up there. So anything to do with the program, just go to JimColbertLive.com. You can find that, our master list for what you do that's new, all that stuff right there. 407-916-1041. How many lines are we good on last call, guys?
We need 2 more callers.
2 open lines, 407-916-1041. Load those up. We'll get to last call here in just 1 second. Yes, Jackson.
Just a reminder that tomorrow and Friday for trivia, Paul McCartney tickets still available. They are still available at Ticketmaster.com, but you have a shot to win them right here on the Jim Colbert Show the next 2 afternoons for trivia.
For sure. And I think we got zilch today on the $1,000 giveaway, but we're coming back strong tomorrow with 3 more words starting at 3:00. So be sure you tune in, play the game, pick up your phone so you can win that cash. That's for sure. Tomorrow coming up, we'll have Brendan O'Connor, Colbert Court with our buddy Glenn Klausman, plus your calls and texts all day long, fun stuff like that. Ross, I know you're doing stand-up this weekend.
Not this weekend, actually.
Or next weekend?
Next weekend. I'm over in Winter Haven, Lakeland area at the Laugh Out Lounge. You can get your tickets off of my Instagram bio.
That's right. Also, you always want to visit. By the way, following us on social media is a big help. If you want to give us a hand, that'd be awesome. Deb has her account. I have an account. Ross has one. So does Jack. Also, the Real Radio accounts would be great. Just give all of those a follow. Doesn't cost you anything. We do not spam you. We're not going to do any of that. It's just cool to get updates on what's happening with the radio station. When we have cool giveaways like the John Mulaney tickets we had today, like this $1,000 giveaway, Paul McCartney tickets, you get updates on that. That way you're always in tune with what's happening on the station. So if you like in your car and you just kind of forget to tune in, you'll get an update. They're like, oh, cool, I can win some Paul McCartney tickets, hop on board, and maybe pick those up. Our girl who won today was out of her mind about it. Like that's the best reaction when they're when they really want to go. And she did have the answer. She knew it. She goes, it's the sugar, or it's the belt one, Jim.
Yeah.
It's the belt one, Jim.
I thought it was a sugar.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. It didn't sound right.
Belt was a good fake answer, by the way. Congratulations.
Very good.
You got it.
It was so obscure, I thought it had to be real.
I had to really think about it. I hate losing, so I'm going to make it harder and harder. Sometimes I have swoons, Jack.
Yeah,
like the city. I have a swoon.
Every puzzle master has swoons.
That's right.
Puzzle master.
All right, 407-916-1041. Looks like we're loaded up for last call. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
Well, they've been mentioned already, but it's never too many. We want to thank Savannah Bone and Pork Chop, the black-throated monitor lizard from Gatorland, as well as the Monsters in the Morning, and Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell.
Scott Maxwell, and I know we have a Twitter poll as well, Jack. Let's clear that up.
We do. We talked a little earlier about recycling. So the question was, do you recycle plastic in your home? So curbside recycling.
Okay, let me get in here real quick. God, I bet it's not much. I don't think it's many. I'm telling you. I was 31%.
I would have said closer to 65.
Yeah, Jimmy, just like yesterday, you were spot on at being 100% wrong. It's 76% say yes, they recycle plastic in their home.
Which is a damn shame because all those people being deceived.
70% of the people, and then here's the best part. You have people doing it.
Right.
But it's your marketing campaign worked. People are doing it. The problem is doing it doesn't really work.
They were taking plastic, and it was, we believed, going to China, and they were processing it, and then China said no more, and there is a very small amount of it that actually is being recycled,
exactly.
But there's a lot of it that's not, and they get real specific about what they take. So,
yeah,
I mean, I'm still doing it.
Never made it to double digits. Remember the 90s, they thought they could make it to 10%. By the late 90s, they never even got close. So they kind of backed off that, and then everything else happened, and they never really got beyond, I think, 5 or 6%.
Well, it was never profitable.
Yeah, they allowed lobbyists money and politicians in power to, again, usurp what was good for the people on the planet.
Now we have more plastic than we've ever had before.
And I'm going to start saying usurp more.
Stick with gams.
Sick, dude. That was
all right, let's get to it. Who's up for last call?
Usurping? Let's welcome T-Rex on line 1.
T-Rex, last call.
Yeah, I was just about to bang this Bronto named Amber when some dino seed blocking asteroid came down and blew up my game. I got a big bone to pick with that guy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
We love you, T-Rex. You just made Jimmy's day.
All right, who's next?
That's the best talk back ever.
Let's welcome John.
John, last
Hey,
call.
Ross, you're not going to make it as a stockbroker, so I was just curious, did you get a standing ovation in New Smyrna?
It was like 7 people. It wasn't the full thing.
Oh, God. George Carlin.
What do you just yell at?
Hey, howdy belly button.
Left Eye Lopez.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, still only 2/3.
Yeah, 66% of a standing ovation.
Still can't get it.
I did mine with CGI.
Let's welcome Cowboy on line 3. Yee-hoo.
Cowboy,
Shoot.
last call.
Yeah, joke in the tip. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Oh,
who?
the standing O Ross won't get.
Oh.
That made me laugh.
I mean, terrible is mean is what I meant.
All right, let's welcome Mike.
Mike, last call.
Mike Larson here. I was watching women's beach volleyball the other day, and 15 minutes after they're wearing those bikinis, 15 minutes into the competition, there was a wrist injury, and I think I'll be okay. I'll be able to go into work tomorrow. Thanks,
Okay,
Jim.
thanks, Mike. All right, thanks for using your first and last name and then saying that.
He struggled on that one.
Thanks for the visual, Mike Larson.
And then there's
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
wrist and
Injury and
beach
All right,
volleyball.
Tomorrow, Brendan and Glenn Clausman for Colbert Court for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the news junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Colbert Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday evening.
Yeah, but I should be able to make it into work, Jim, so see you tomorrow.
Hey, my little darling baby.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Well, the southbound direction on the turnpike is still shut down approaching Kissimmee Park Road.